How you doing? Beauty of Scent, how you doing? Michael McDullen, hello. Not an addict. The collector is like walking into a hometown Ace Hardware store. Hey, Sizzle Neck. Quit whenever I want. Yeah, I say that to myself all the time. Yeah, we're all junkies here. The addiction cannot end. This joint. This is why I'm overstacked, and I will continue to be overstacked and overstuffed with tools. But seeing how today's been a crazy week, guys. You guys notice something missing? Hey Jeff, how's it going? Look at that. Look what's missing over here, guys. Tool ninjas. That's what we are. Tool ninjas. You guys notice that missing over there? Been working out of this box. This thing is packed and stacked. Big time. Heavy as frig too. It's been crazy. So I gotta I've been working out of the boxes for the handyman biz. Hey Onus, how's it going? Been working out of the boxes. We got this thing stacked and packed. There's batteries in that box. You can see a typical loadout looks like when I got bigger jobs. Let me get these there you go. There's more here. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Bunch of stuff. This is my loadout. And this thing is heavy, guys. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's heavy. Getting it out of here, getting it to the truck, lifting it into the truck. It's been nuts. Being in and out this evening. Got to get the RV packed and ready to go. Jeff says. Oh. There's the bottom drawer. A few more batteries, hole saw kits, reset saw. Hi Dan, how's it going? Oh boy, what a crazy week this was. And what? So we have today a new addition to the family. Actually, there's a lot of new additions to the family. You want to see the new additions to the family? All right. So I recently bought this. This came in from Amazon to the day. Hold on, let me do live chat. Hold on, let me see if this works. All right. Let me just get the cell phone ready so I can see the chats and I don't miss anything. Because sometimes this... oh, all right. I guess the chat's working. So I bought this. This came in the mail today. Ready? So I looked at this as a basic starter set for 2-inch bits because I don't have 2-inch bits in PV Swiss. And the one thing that kind of sucks about PV Swiss, we're all family. One thing I don't like about PV Swiss is they have limited selections for 2-inch bits. So 1-inch bits, they don't come with Robertson squares in 1-inch 2-inch bits. They only come in 1-inch bits. So I bought these Veras. This is a number 2 and a number 3. I have the number 1. It's coming on Friday. So I'm going to pair these Veras with this setup. So this is a basic setup. This has a slotted 4mm, 6.25mm, a Phillips 1, Phillips 2, Posi Drive 1, 2, a 10, 15, 20, and 25 Torx. CE Tool then got me the Cobalt 6-in-1 screwdriver. The quarter-inch slotted bit is too thick and doesn't fit in screws. We'll check that out. Good thing. Ordered the purple PB Swiss Insider yesterday. All right, so this is the new addition to the family. Purple in the house. Yeah, but we want PB Swiss with PB Swiss. Clint. There you go. I wanted to buy like a really, really high-end bit. Now, the Geinzer 2-inch bits are fantastic, but I want to keep those together as a set. So I ordered the Vera ones. Again, the #1 square Robertson is coming on Friday. I ordered these on Amazon to pair with this. Now, this is a very basic set. I'm going to eventually expand on this set. I'm going to buy the full Torx set that they do have, that they do carry. I think I'm good with the slotted for now. I'm going to buy more slotted as we go along. Another set of Phillips heads. Posi drive. I don't use Posi drive, so it is what it is. I want to buy more. I want to buy the hex sets, but I don't really need those. These are the more important bits that I need, minus the Posi drive. I might switch the Posi drive here for the square 1 and square 2. Nothing's wrong with the Geinzer, man. It just I want to be compatible, because this sucker, look at this sucker. All PB Swiss, it comes in right there. And the price wasn't actually bad on this. What I pay? I think I paid 35, 40 bucks with bits on EIO.com. So, and I'm adding the P2R2 bit with it too. So let's take a look at the PB Swiss. Yeah, Dan, I'm serious. This is limited use. You know, when I use the ball grips and stuff like that, it's Geinzer all the way. But I just wanted to keep PB Swiss with PB Swiss. It's got a magnetic holder. Look how awesome that balance looks. Because this holder comes out like over here, about an inch, give or take. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's a good looking screwdriver. Now watch this. This is, let me get the Phillips too. You're watching that twisted guy again. Klein's cheaper. Yeah, listen, Klein is cheaper, but listen, we buy a lot of Klein. We want to have a bigger PB Swiss collection here. I want a bigger PB Swiss collection. So here's a PB Swiss Phillips number 2. Look at that. I mean, it's okay, but check this out. Great magnet, by the way. Doesn't that look better? This is more balanced. Where this is just more like, you know, you can get into tighter spaces with this. Kind of like a stubby, but not like a true stubby. But I just like this way much better. Purple. And this is the PB 6464 purple. 6464 purple. That's your barcode. I like this style. Now we need to find screws, because I can't find the screws that I normally keep over there at the edge. I don't know what happened to them. I think I misplaced them somewhere. I have no idea where. No, Jeff, I got mine at EIO. I don't know. I think it says for electronic something. EIO. Hold on. Where's the first E? Where's the first E in EIO? EIO. Because that's what Old McDonald's farm had a farm. Hold on. Let me look up EIO for you guys. EIO. Electronic Components Test and Equipment. So this is the website. EIO.com. EIO.com. That's what it looks like. They sell a bunch of different things. Oh, look, the Patriot levels, they sell the Stabilas too. All right. Yeah. Chaz, $40 on eBay. That's about the same price. I I think 35, but with shipping, I think that's like $5 or whatever. Um, I, good question. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna look up my Yahoo email. Let me look up EIO. EIO. I don't remember what I exactly paid. Okay. $36.79. $36.79. Right. Oh, I bought a screw too because there was something if you buy like you have to get 35 bucks or something to get like a certain thing. So I bought this Klein Tools USA made number 3 Robertsons or number 1. Yeah, number 3 Robertsons bit from Klein to add to that. So I can get like some kind of discount. It was $34.45 for the screwdriver. That's actually not bad. $35.45. This is the cheapest place I saw it for this thing. And then $6.87 for shipping. For a grand total of $43.66. So the little bit from Klein, which was $2.34. $34.45 for the screwdriver with the bits. And then $6.87 for the shipping for $43.66. West Co Hey, how you doing, West Coast? Welcome to the CE Tool Dan. House of Tools free shipping yesterday. Oh, nice. I'm a Harbor Freight. Chad says I'm a Harbor Freight guy myself. Real Pittsburgh man. I love Pittsburgh. Jay is in the house. Dan, West Coast man. Yep. Getting ready for a camping trip, Colorado trout fishing. Man, I wish I could go camping. Nobody likes to go camping. My wife hates camping. Yep, we're gonna show you the slotted bit, 1/4" slotted bit. Let's take a look. So we're gonna do this one first, then we'll get into the Cobalt stuff. I gotta find screws. Let's find screws. Let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this and show you guys what we gotta do. All right. The 6-in-1. Let's look for the 6-in-1. This is the 6-in-1 Cobalt, right? Is this the one you're talking about? Beauty of Scent. I love all Harbor Freight. Clinton, I love all tools. Harbor Freight is a great. Absolutely. Let's go camping. Listen, I'm down for camping. For shit mid-car. Subscribers only mode, sir. We do all everybody. We include everybody. We don't exclude anybody. Freshly washed RV thanks to Harbor Freight Sprayer. There you go, Jeff. That's how you do it. Yes. All right. And Prishka members only mode, sir. That's the one. Beauty of Scent. So, by the way, Beauty of Scent, we not only have that one, but we have the green, the high vis green. I like these. Let me get the some screws. I gotta get some screws over here. Let me move this pack out. Let's put you guys can follow me. Let's move the pack out of the way. Pack out. Subscribers, listen, I do everybody. I like to talk to everybody. Hey, Jamie. Hey, before we go ahead of time, check this out, guys. Jimmy, look what I got. I bought PB Swiss bits. They came in today because these come in with a 1-inch bit and the handle. Let me get this. But I like the 2-inch bits better on this. So we're going to get a screw. We're going to get screws just to try out the screwdrivers because I want to try out to see how this screws, how it feels in the hand and stuff. So we're just going to get any screw that we can get. Just basic screws. I might get some drywall screws because I like using drywall screws. Because I got a million drywall screws in the shop. There we go. I don't know what happened to my bigger. I don't know what I did with my other screws, guys. So annoying. But it's my organization problem that I have. So we're gonna try slotted too because for the Cobalt. because Beauty of Scent asks for the slotted, and we're gonna accommodate that. All right, so let's find a slotted screwdriver, a slotted screw in my collection of screws. Let me find something here. Got nails. Let me see. I think this is a slotted. Yep, we got a slotted screw. Look at that. Perfect. By the way, guys, I inherited all this stuff that's inside there from my grandfather. Well, most of it is from my grandfather. And boy, has it come to use. Some of this stuff's like wicked old, guys. Yeah, you can't, listen, Dan, can't deny that Action Green. That Cobalt is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful screwdriver. It's a 6-in-1. An absolute beauty of a screwdriver. All right, let me move this lag, 8-inch lag. Oh, you got approved for the, yes. You know what? I did today too. I went to the Mac Tools truck. Guys, you got to see what I got on the Mac from the Mac Tools truck guy today. My Mac guy came through for the most part. I mean, we're still missing some stuff from a previous order, but he got some stuff, and I bought some new things. So here we go, guys. We're gonna put these screwdrivers to test, and then Clint says, anyone hit Harbor Freight parking lot? Yes, I'm gonna show you. I bought more stuff today from the Harbor Freight sale. Grandfathers are awesome. Mine turns 94 on Saturday. Good to see him. Dan, you are one lucky guy. I miss mine. My grandfather died when he was 72 from cancer, and I miss him to death. I was like, he died in 94, so I was about 20 years old. I was turning 20 that year. I was 19. Matt says, yes, I got more Harbor Freight. Absolutely, Matt. All right, let's put the PB Swiss to the test. Let's see how the PB Swiss feels in the hand. So right now, this feels really nice. This feels great. But where's my other PB Swiss? Where's my other PB Swiss? It's in here somewhere. That's the little PB Swiss. Where's the bigger PB Swiss? Here it is. But this one definitely feels better. So look at the size. There's a big size difference between the ratcheting handle and the non-ratcheting handle. This feels good because it's got that like rubbery grip, but this is all like a plasticky grip. But let's try it. Let's try the screwdriver. So here is the screw inside. Let me shake it. Yeah, it's magnetic, but not super magnetic. All right. Let's try this. Feels good. It's not a ratcheting screwdriver because I prefer ratcheting, but I do like this, guys. This does feel good. All right, wait a minute. I got an idea too, because I like with these new 2-inch bits. Let's check this out. Hold on. Let's put it into ratcheting because I didn't have a 2-inch bit for this. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice, guys? Look at that. I like this. All right, let's try the ratcheting screwdriver now with the 2-inch bit. The grab is good. Feels good. Perfect. Oh, I like guys. I'm gonna like these. I know they have 3-inch bits or 3.5-inch bits, but very, very limited as to what they offer. I know they offer Phillips, but they don't offer much. I don't think they offer much of any other bits in 3-inch, but I think the 2-inch is going to be pretty nice with this setup with the PB Swiss. All right, let's see what else you guys have to say. Let's see. Yeah, show Matt the purple screwdriver. Matt, I got this today in the mail. That's why I got the 2-inch bits. Purple is, listen, this is beautiful. Look at that. That's the model number. 6464 purple. I bought this at EIO.com for $34.45 before tax. Michael McDullen says, I bought some lifetime warranty Quinn pry bars today at the freight. Beautiful. I got some. Those pry bars are friggin' awesome. I've been spending too much money on tools. Got what I need now. Got to invest the cash into our remodeling, so I'm told. Yeah, I gotta move my ass on that too, Dan. Happy wife, happy life, Dan. Jeff says, my grandparents are gone before I was born, except my maternal grandmother. Sorry about that, Clint. Yeah, I had my grandmother, though, till she was 98. I was fixing fence and metal barn roofing with my grandpa. Yeah, my grandpa, man, I tell you, that guy could build anything. Now the Cobalt quarter-inch slotted. Jeff says, yep, bought 3 sets of Irwin drill bits. Matt says, I have the smoke-colored PB Swiss, but the purple was crazy expensive. Yeah, I don't, listen, this is on Amazon. They want $35 for the other colors, right? They want $60 for this on Amazon. The same retailer for Amazon wants $60 for the purple, but $35 for the rest. Tell me that's not highway robbery. So that's why I went to EIO. All right, now let's do a slotted Cobalt. We'll use the standard slotted bit. There we go. Where is my slotted? Here it is. Let's put it right in here. Beauty of scent. Here we go. There we go. Slotted Cobalt bit right there. I got it in all the way down. Perfect. And now, let's take it out. And that is a slotted bit. And just for comparison's sake, let's put the green machine to work on this one too. So we'll try the green monster. There we go. Cobalt 6-in-1 for the win. All the way down. Oops. I slid off that one. This is why I like to grab the bottom of the screw. Keep my aim true. Oop. And we're off. So that's the slotted 6-in-1 green and blue in action. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's right. That's what she said. Clint says, Giles, I need you to hold something. That's why all my girlfriends had small hands. That's right. I knew it was the illusion because I own said tool and it's small on my hand. Beauty. I don't have the Husky 6-in-1, but I would say they're probably about the same as this. I mean, they're pretty much all the same. The only one that I feel like it's different is the acetate handle one from Craftsman. I like this one. But I don't really use it that much. The one, if there's a 6-in-1 that I use more than any of them, it's going to be the Craftsman Bi-Material. This has been my go-to for years. I like this one a lot. This one's definitely beat up a little bit. Look at the tip on that. Hold on. I mean, it's still not bad. It's got wear and tear on it, but this has been my go-to. Yeah, Matt, I'm gonna buy the electric work screwdriver. You talked me into it on the Discord. Listen, I'm like a wizard, man. Damn, it's magical. Let me see. Where's my friggin' magic wand? Yeah, they all fit in each other. Oh, by the way, beauty of scent. Speaking of which, I should show you this. Ah, man. What did I do with it? There I go again. Hold on. Where is my bits? What I do with my bits, my bits. By the way, Jimmy, I bought more bits this week. A lot more bits. Like, and just, yeah, definitely a lot more bits. Is it under here? Nope. Where is my bit? Oh, here it is. All right. This is the one thing with these types of screwdrivers, beauty of scent, is you're very limited as to what kind of bits you can use because it's got that ball detent. But I found many options for us that like these 6-in-1s to add to. I have a video on it. You can add all these bits. A lot of these are Mega Pro or from some cheap Amazon screwdriver. So you can add a 1/4-inch drive adapter. See how it's got the ball detent? All these have the ball detent. You got all these different types of Torx, flat, smaller flathead. Look at this. I even have a valve and core bit you can get. I have a video on it. So if you want to look back at that video, you can use it. And I use this little Craftsman bit holder to put these bits in. I got these out of another bit case. Oh, Clint, you're not feeling good? We have released some new bags, Jimmy says. They make replacements for 6-in-1s on Amazon, even from some USA made. Yeah, they do. That's what the Mega Pros are in here. Are made in the USA. They're not that expensive. Nope. Mega Pro. Get Mega Pro. And then there's some cheaper ones. All right. Let's get into today's haul, guys. Today at the Harbor Freight, we got a haul, guys. We got a bunch of stuff. This is one of the new things we got. Right? Check this out. This is today's haul. First, we got that. I picked up, today was what I could consider clamp day at the freight. Oh, man, there's a lot of clamps. Clamps for champs, guys. All right. So I got two 24s. I got two 12s and two 6s. And then the other day when I went to go with the Harbor Freight, they only had one of these. So I found another one of these at the Harbor Freight that I went to today. So I got this. I picked up the heavy duty impact screwdriver kit. Oh, Clint's been sick for a week. Hey, you should try honey tea and lemon. Technicell 6-in-1 parts. Perfect. I only use my Annex and Koken manual impact drivers. Listen, this is going to be for the truck. This isn't for the shop. I have a Craftsman one for this. I want to get the Koken one of the impact screwdrivers. I bought this today too. The digital caliper, Quinn. I bought this because why not? It's blue. You know how much I love blue, guys. I bought these because, again, why not? I picked up these are going to the truck because I already have these in the shop, in the blue drawer. But I want to put these in the truck loadout. I bought another one of these because why not? I love those screwdrivers. Those are really good screwdrivers. Wait a minute, is that it? Yeah. So this was my haul for the day at the freight. Yeah, Vessel's got a really nice one too. Yeah, I might get that one too. Got to hold that cotton candy up. Yep. Uh, Retros, what's going on, Retros? The Coca one comes in a metal tin and made in Japan, even the case and bits. I need snap ring pliers. I don't have any anymore. So I actually have a set of these, exactly almost identical to this, by Craftsman. And the Craftsman ones are made in the USA. They're actually made by Channellock. But I wanted to get a cheap set just because I know what if I need a cheap set? I don't want to have to crank out my Craftsman ones all the time. So I just got a cheap set just for, just for use of whatever I want to use it. If I want a cheap loadout and I need them, I'll put those in the cheap set. The right angle needle nose are good. Yep, I actually love them. I really, really like these. So I said, you know what? I'll get these. I want to get the NWS ones. But for now, these will work. These will be in the truck anyway, so I don't care. They're gonna be cheap stuff anyway. Dipped Quinn. Haven't tried the Bremen clamps yet. I like the Bremen clamps. I have the Bremen those types of clamps, and I've liked those. I haven't tried these yet, so these are my first time buying these. The only one I didn't get was 36-inch ones, but I would have only bought one of the 36-inch ones because they only had two on the rack, and one of them kind of had like a little bow to it. So when you guys by the way, guys, when you guys get your Bremen clamps, make sure the metal steel on these the rails are straight. I looked at every single one of them. A lot of them had either like bows or kind of like wavy patterns. These were all straight. Yeah, especially for the money. Yeah, but make sure when you buy these, they're straight, because you got to look down the thing just like you look down a piece of 2x4. You got to make sure that they're straight like this. Because I noticed some of them were wavy or bowed. So you guys got to pay attention to that stuff, because you don't want to have a bowed clamp, because then you turn into a bow tie. You don't want a bow tie. So I made sure like I said, the 36-inch ones I was kind of disappointed in. If you guys do get a 36-inch clamp, I have a better option for you guys. Is the one with the red tips at Harbor Freight, those Pittsburgh ones, because they use a heavy gauge steel. Those things are like beast mode, guys. They're really good. I've used those for years. I have two of them in the shop. I love those. They've been nothing but fantastic. The steel on those is like really, really good on those. Like, they don't bend or anything. Oh, I dropped one here. It went the other way. So I recommend the red ones. I have one back here, but I'm not taking those levels out. And then the other red one should be, yeah, actually they're both here now. These right here. These right here with the red are worth it. Look how thick the steel is on that. Just the tip. They don't like just the thick. Nah, you're right. They don't like just the tip sometimes. They like the 4 with the skin. All right, so here is more stuff we got. Mike, we need to hit the freight tomorrow. You guys got to hit the freight tomorrow. All right, on my tool truck, guys. By the way, here's gonna be a big introduction. You guys are gonna see it first. This is so you guys know now I do tool truck hauls. Well, you guys are gonna get a little bit of a taste of my tool truck haul, because I saw my my Mac guy. Snap-on will be next week, but tool truck haul wise, I was on with my Mac guy. He finally got my shirt in. 250th anniversary Mac Tool shirt. Gotta love that. Rachel says, I gotta go also. I need them clamps and 3/8 torque wrench. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Mike is my next door neighbor, part of my hood family. What's up, Mike? All right, here is another tool truck exclusive from Mac Tools. USA bamboo socks. Look at that, socks. This is a 6-pack of socks. I definitely overpaid for this, but I don't care, because they're 250th anniversary, folks. 250th anniversary bamboo socks. These are about $10 a sock. 60 bucks for 6 pairs, so they're about $10 a sock. Bamboo. I haven't taken them out of the package yet. But let me see. Let me see how it feels. Let me tell you what bamboo feels like. Let me see. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take care of Clint and Mike for us, Mike. We'll worry about him. Sounds good to me. What time? Look at this. This is really... This is going to be one of my go-tos for the winter time. You got Mac Tools for the win. I've been buying a lot of clothes off my Mac Tools. Isn't that something? And for the Jeff out there, check this out, Jeff. I bought another one. So this is my second pair of these little pliers, these little pry bars. Check that out. I bought another because I just love this set so much. Whenever you wake up, Daddy, I am off tomorrow. Yeah. So this is set number 2 of purple. I have the green ones of these and 2 purples now. I think these are just too valuable. So I needed to get another purple set. I have some 250-year-old socks for $50 for sale, $50. Absolutely. I bet you that's not poking holes in there, right? I started him on his 3D printed journey. Thank you, Mike. That's perfect for him. He's going buck wild. I need to learn. I don't know. Jimmy, did you get any socks from Mac? I know, guys, I had to get this. Like, I saw it. This was the last one on his truck. I already have a set, but now I have a second set. Wow, I need tool trucks. Yeah, you do need tool trucks. All right, here, guys. So you guys saw my loadout from the other day. Some of you guys did. You guys know I got the Precision Torque screwdriver. I got all these. I got the wheel chocks, the wood clamps in 12, 10, and 8. Now I got the second 8. So I bought 2 12s, 2 10s, 2 8s now. Only says was AFK. Hopefully didn't miss anything major. Oh, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. So did we show you the purple, the new family member, the PB Swiss, and we bought 2-inch bits to go. Where's my 2-inch bits? To go with that screwdriver, because it comes with 1-inch bits. Okay. Comes with the 1-inch bits, but we would like the balance. So you missed out some of the loadouts here. We got, this is today's purchase. I'm posting a picture of today's Harbor Freight haul. I picked up a bunch of Bremen clamps, all under here. I don't have the, I have the parallel clamps, but I don't have the I didn't have those regular clamp ones. I got this from the Mac Tools truck guy today, my 250th Mac Tools shirt. So we got this stuff today. This. I mean, I already have a set of these, but I wanted a second set for the truck. I have a bunch of these, but why not? This, and this. You guys saw the torque adapters. 3/4. I got all 3 sizes. I already have this one, the 1/2 inch, in the truck to use it as a kind of like a torque wrench with a breaker bar. But I wanted a second one for the shop. So this is for the shop. I got the 3/8. I got the 3/4 and the 1/2 inch. I got the digital icon flex head and the 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch split beam icon. So now we're all set on 1/2 inch for now. I love that. All right. And today, besides what you guys saw, so I got a second set of these. So these are my second set of purples. I have 1 green set of this, two purples. I picked this up today too. Jimmy, you have one of these? A dial tread depth gauge. This wasn't bad. I think it was like $25, $26, $27, something to that effect. And then what other Mac Tools? Oh, I bought this off the Mac Tools truck today. I want to give my guy business. I bought the 8-inch Knipex bolt cutters. Let's take a look at how good these are. Like, I already tested them out on a nail, Absolutely phenomenal quality. I was going to get he didn't have the 10-inch at the time, so I bought these. Check this out. So we're going to cut right here. Yeah, he didn't have it, so I bought the 8-inch. So that was it. This thing cuts like a champ. I like this. This is fantastic. It's no damage to the blades. It's just the coating that's on it. Just the coating is affected. No damage to the blades. Perfect. I picked that up. The new purple the anti shock hammers, right? They're on next week's next month's flyer. I already have it on order. And I'm getting the 1/4-inch impact wrench from Mac Tools. It's a great haul. Oh, check this out. Now here is the creme de la creme for my Mac Tools purchase. Now, today was a great day Mac Tools wise. I bought a bunch of stuff. I'm going to show you guys in a second. You guys don't even know what's coming. I'm going to show you guys in a second. So let me put you guys down. And you guys are going to see what I bought. My big boy. Here is my big Mac Tools purchase of the day. Hold on. Ready for this? This is badass, guys. Ready? Ready? Look at that. Purple. In foam. What an unbelievable, with the Mac grip. There's your parts number. This has a number 4 Phillips. This is the comprehensive set. Look at that purple, man. Yeah, the split beam is nice to use. Surprised Harbor Freight won't warranty the torque wrench when it goes out of calibration. Well, you got to do it every 6 months, apparently, according to them. But if you hit the right manager that you're friendly with, they might let that go. But look at this. Little stubbies. These are nice. Very nice. Look at that. Mac Tools screwdrivers in foam. We're keeping the foam. We're keeping this in the foam. We're not going to... I was thinking about putting them in magnets because I didn't realize it had foam. And then I was going to... on one of those magnet rails. But that ain't happening. Matt says, thanks to Bowery, I have some great color. Absolutely. I want those no foam. This was $219. The wife would love that set. She's crazy about purple. We are here too. Like, look at that. We have the purple U.S. General service cot here. Does Lowe's have a true hassle-free lifetime warranty on Cobalt? Absolutely. Well, it depends on the Lowe's you have. Technically, they're supposed to be hassle-free, but sometimes you'll get a hassle. Still need the vessel purples. Yes, I do, Jeff. But this was just too beautiful not to have. And I saw it, and it was right in front of me, physically, in physical form, not online form. And I saw these, and I'm like, I had to have this. So we're going to make space in probably the purple cart somewhere. We're probably going to have to start rearranging things. Yes, I need the vessel purple. I know that. So this is beast mode right here. That's what it comes with right there. It has even a number 10 slotted. Look at this beast. This thing is a monster. Use that as a pry bar. Full lifetime warranty. Let's try it out, actually. Why not? Let's get a number 2 Phillips. We'll try it with this number 2 Phillips 6-inch. Let's try it out. Let's see what it feels like. I like the grip already. Let's try. It's got this. Holy crap! This has like a really nice grip on it. Let's show you guys this way. Ready? Let's see if this holds. Whoa! Whoop! Held on for a little bit, and we took a little bit of the coating off when it hit the concrete, but that's all right. It's not damaged. Ready? There it is. but it holds pretty good. Let's try it in the wood. Oh yeah, this thing's got some grip, guys. And by the way, these are lifetime warranty, so if something happened to the screwdriver, I can just get it replaced. Oh yeah, this is very comfortable. Very comfortable, guys. For the win. Purple Mac for the win. Look at that. I like it. That is fantastic. Another thing we got earlier this week, we picked up these cheaper. It comes in a set. I don't know where the rest of the set is. It's probably on the workbench. Is the ECX style from AliExpress. This is a number 1, number 2, and a number 3. So this is a number 1. There's a number 2 in the middle, and then number 3 on the outside. This is called FHPH in their world, in the Asian world. FHPH. And then I picked up a second set of this stuff, because I already have a set of these. I really wanted a second set of the Geinzern Fixed Edge. Not the Fixed Edge, the Geinzern regular impact set, because I like this set because it's got a lot of what I need besides those ECX style bits. So I picked up another set. It's got a bit holder. I can use this in a travel kit. So I got the Geinzern. How do you feel about CRV versus S2 steel bits? S2 is better than CRV, but I use a lot of CRV too, also. The S2 is more durable. It's a better steel. You know, you can put more torque on it, not have to worry about it. But, I mean, CRV is good for most everything. Yeah, Jimmy, what do you think? Don't you have that set? I could have sworn you had that set. Do you have this set? What's the dealio? So now I'm actually happy with these Cobalt cutters because at least I have something. And I did order, by the way, guys, I did order the on Amazon the installation pliers from Knipex in insulated and non-insulated, but those won't be here till the end of August. And my birthday's coming up, guys, so I had to treat myself today to the tool truck. So my birthday is going to be on the 25th, and so I said, purple. Got to have the purple. So I bought the purple today. This was my main birthday treat. Yeah, they're supposed to do it for a Cobalt. He never tried anything since the old Craftsman days besides the freight. Yeah, that's the problem. There's a lot of issues based on the lows you go to. Some lows were actually very good. They'll do the warranty exchange, no problem. But some lows are horrible, and that's a problem that we as a cooperative, as a group of people that buy Cobalt tools, need to have addressed, need to call corporate and have addressed with the executives at Lowe's, because Cobalt is a Lowe's brand. It's their home brand. Yeah, Jimmy says I have that set. Nice. That's a beautiful set, dude. I was jealous of you. I could have sworn it was your video that I saw it on. And I finally saw it today, and I said, I got to jump on that. So I jumped on it. I definitely got to prove. I don't know if I'm going to get one of their boxes. I might get one of their boxes. I don't know. I got approved to enough to get their boxes, but I want a smaller box. I don't want like something massive. I did see a Maximizer that I really liked today. It was really nice, but a little bit more overpriced than I wanted to pay. But we need to go as a collective around the country to get Lowe's to start doing better about their warranties with Cobalt. Oh, Mike wants to. Oh, okay. Clint says, show Mike the Snap-on box. All right, hold on one second. Let me close the lid here, the hutch cover. Ready? Jimmy says, got the green set like that too. Yeah, I love the green. But in this case, purple wins. Ready? That's my Snap-on box. It's an 84-inch Epic Snap-on box. Here is a icon mat. I got the Stabila USA 275th levels there. Picked up my Klein 1401 screwdriver on clearance at Lowe's for night. Dude, that's a friggin' awesome deal. That's a steal. I don't have side lockers for it. I used to have a US General 72-inch. So this side locker is here for now until I can, when I finish paying this sucker off, because they only made 1776 of these. I have 1,112 of 1776. So when I pay this thing off, this is going to my son-in-law because he got my 72-inch. I gave him my 72-inch. I'm going to get the side lockers for both sides for this. Absolutely love it. It's got this is called the Tribute to America box. So you have here the Statue of Liberty, the 69 moon landing, the 13 stars to represent the 13 colonies of the beginning of the United States with the Snap-on logo, Mount Rushmore, and the flag raising of Iwo Jima. And this is very significant for us in our family because around in the actual photo of this, there was a bunch of soldiers in the original photo. Most people just cut those soldiers out. But one of the soldiers that was around this, like they were there to witness this, is my wife's grandfather. My wife's grandfather was there. He was standing in this vicinity in the original picture. Jimmy says, everything works out. My box will match your shirt. Yes, I got to get that. Listen, I don't know if I can justify that box yet. Not to mention answering to my wife on that one. The levels are nice. Yes, they are. I want to get that box so bad, but listen, I was already in the doghouse for that box for a whole month. You know, I don't want to be in the doghouse for like I would freaking be dead. Actually, I might even be dead. I would probably be 6 feet in the ground if I picked that box up. You know what I mean? So my dad gave me this recently. He's not using it anymore, so I took it off him. I have to figure out what this is going to be for, because I like this box, this little rolling cot. I like it. I would have wished it was purple, but he got this quite a few years ago, before the purple even was an afterthought. So, oh, and another thing we got today from the Mac Tools. Live in the doghouse. I know. I can hear it. Another toolbox to the dome. Yeah. Another tool I got from the Mac Tools dealer was a dial tread depth gauge. Mac Tools. Like I said, this was only like $26, $27. I was there at Rushmore, South Dakota. Yeah, I still have not gone yet. I want to go so bad. That's on my bucket list, guys. I love America, man. I love it. That's why this is why I have my damn 250th shirt from Grunt Style. 250th shirt. Mike is a blue box collector also. How do you get Snap-on tools without their outrageous shipping costs on their website? I have a beauty of thing. I have Snap-on dealer. I go on the tool truck. I have a tool truck. I hang out at the warehouse. The tool truck is literally the warehouse from Snap-on is literally 10 minutes from my house. I buy from my Snap-on dealer. I don't buy anything from the online for Snap-on. Mike, if you want to check out my blue drawer, this is my blue drawer, by the way. It's all blue brands or brands that are blue. So something like this is a blue brand. Oops. This cobalt green, but it belongs in this box because it is a blue brand. It's cobalt. So blue is my favorite color, but I'm buying purple everything now. I love the purple. It just looks fantastic. But I have a blue drawer of blue tools. Check that out. Yep, there's only 250 of them. Yep. So yeah, that's how I get that's how I get Snap-on tools. Is I go to my tool truck, my local tool truck distributor, uh, franchisee, and I buy all my Snap-on tools off of the tool truck, and I get to hang out at the warehouse too and play with the toys. Like I have a drawer full of Snap-on and Mac tools in here. This is all Mac Snap-on. That's Blue Point Snap-on. Snap-on, 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 and Mac. Just a bunch of the bunch. Yeah, they limited the penny. Yeah, exactly, Sizzleneck. We needed the, and plus it was reasonably priced. No, you don't have to be a member. Anybody can show up on the truck as long as you spend money. It's all about the money with a Snap-on. So if you ever see a tool truck, whether regardless of it being Mac Tools, Snap-on, Cornwell, or Matco, you follow those suckers, or you go into that parking lot where they're at. You go right on that truck and tell them you want to buy stuff. That's how I met my my Mac Tools and my Snap-on guy. So I'll tell you the story. Some of you guys have heard the story. So this is what happened. Last year, I only got with these guys last year, like during the fall. I met my Matco truck, my Mac Tools truck guy at a Shell gas station that has a garage. And he was parked there. I parked on the side of the road, went inside the Mac Tools truck, chatted him up, befriended him. Not only did I befriend him, he became a really good friend of mine, and as well as being my Mac Tools dealer. The guy's a phenomenal man. I have a lot of respect and love for that guy, and I'm going to keep him in business. He's a fantastic individual outside of being the Mac Tools guy. So I stopped at that Shell gas station that has a garage, and it was instant, like, yeah, we connected, man. It's been beautiful marriage of me buying the tools off his truck, and not only that, but just being friends with each other. And then one day I was coming home from work. I was about 4 minutes away from home, and behind me was the truck for Snap-on. And I was like, holy crap, finally a Snap-on truck. So I pulled over, I let the Snap-on guy go past me, and then I followed him. I followed him to his warehouse, and he knew I was following him. So when we parked at the warehouse, it was at that point where I said, I want to buy stuff off you, whatever. And from then on, the relationship was formed. I love my Snap-on guys. The Snap-on franchise owner, my Snap-on guy, dealer, they're all fantastic group of guys. I mean, look at the box I got. Fantastic. Can't go wrong. And that's how you find I'm still looking for a Cornwell and Matco. I don't have a Cornwell truck guy unless I'm scouting. I gotta like seriously do like some friggin' detective work to get a Matco and Cornwell. I did see a Cornwell truck on the highway yesterday, but it was going in a different direction than I was going, and I was jealous. I was like, I don't want to follow him because he's gonna hit heavy traffic in this area that I have no business being in. So I was kind of bummed, but I finally saw a Cornwell truck. It's been a long time since I've seen a Cornwell truck, but didn't get on, couldn't follow him. It was just like way out of the way. And then Matco, it's like looking for a friggin' needle in a haystack too. You know what I mean? Mike says, I've been waiting on the right sale to get into the Modbox system like that. Nice. Yeah, dude, I have a lot of Modbox. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a whole bunch of Milwaukee Packout. All this in the back behind there is Milwaukee Packout in the Craftsman trade stack, and I have a bunch of trade stack in my truck, right? I will be honest with you, and here's more Modbox stuff here. I will be honest with you, I did not pay for the Modbox stuff, except for some of the accessories. Klein did send these to me. I will confirm that. Klein sent me the Modbox. I'm on the Modbox because Klein is my favorite hand tool line. They treat me very well as a social media influencer, and I gotta say, I love the Modbox. I use the Modbox all the time. There's the Modbox backpack. We're doing a video soon with all that stuff. Definitely try to get on a tool truck if you can, if you want to. If you want to spend that kind of money. Like I want to spend that kind of money. Not everything, but many things. Matt says, I was on a Snap-on truck. He was on lunch while he was eating. I spent money. Absolutely. Random Lowe's parking lot. That's the way to do it. I've seen a Snap-on guy at a Home Depot parking lot in New Hampshire. I almost went on, but he went to Home Depot, so it is what it is. Matt says, those Cornwell stripper crimpers are awesome. I can't say that for a certain. You can say that. I can't. You know why? Because I freaking can't get a Cornwell. I want to say it. Using them now. Nice job. I can't say that. I want to get those. I'm going to get those eventually. I want to get a bunch of Cornwell stuff. But for now, I got my Mac Tools purple. I love my purple stuff. Mac Tools is the She's Knees. Same thing with Snap-on. My Snap-on guy. Between everybody and their mother, I'm loving my Snap-on stuff. It's just been phenomenal. I've had nothing but a great experience. Yeah, I spend a crap ton of money on the tool trucks, but you know what? End of the day, that's what I want to do. I'm a tool guy. I'm a tool collector too. I love tools. I love to use my tools, and that's what it is. Jay sent them to me. It's why I have them. Nice. Mike says, I love blue toolboxes. Perfect. And I have the blue cart over here, the U.S. General. Perfect. Only Snap-on I'm wanting is Talon grips in green and orange, Clint says. Yeah. I mean, if you ever want to pull the trigger, I got my Snap-on guy. I can just order them. You just send me the money. We've already sent you a bunch of stuff. Whenever you're ready, Clint. Whenever you're ready. What I do with my Phillips. Oh, guys, look at this. I think I lost my Phillips bit. Yep, I think I misplaced it. Did I leave it in the screwdriver? The ratcheting screwdriver? Or did I not? Well, I'll find it eventually. What do I do with my ratcheting screwdriver? Yep, I don't know, man. It is what it is, I guess. I'll find it. It'll turn up. It's probably inside the ratcheting screwdriver. But like we do a lot of screwdrivers here. Only, yeah. So it's gonna happen. Listen, it'll happen when you want it to happen. Clint, you know I'm good for it. You know I'm gonna send it to you. Where is my screwdriver? Dude, I can't find it. My OCD's freaking in overdrive right now. Asking me where's my... Oh, here it is. It is right here. Right in front of my face. All right. It was on the ratcheting screwdriver. I just man-scanned. The Cornwell electrical tool will remind you of Forge Basic stamp stripper, but nicer. Listen, I'm looking forward to it. I want that so bad, and I want to get the vessel screwdrivers off those guys as soon as I can get the damn Cornwell guy to show up, or find one, whatever. Snap-on, I actually have a lot more luck finding a Snap-on truck. Even Mac Tools is kind of hard to find. I see more Snap-on trucks on the road than I do Mac, Cornwell, and Matco. Like it's crazy. I don't understand it. It's probably because they have a monopoly on things, and Snap-on's got is the main dog when it comes to tool trucks. So that you would probably like the Astro Tools 9550 striking pry bar set. Absolutely, I would. I did buy. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to show you guys. I did buy the pry tools. They're in the truck. The one with the indexing head, the extended shaft indexing head, and then the one with the fork blades for a pull bar. I forgot to show you guys those. They're in the picture, though. I did post on the community post on my YouTube channel and TikTok and Instagram. So if you guys have seen it, you'll see the pry bars there. I didn't get the 24-inch pry bar with the indexing head. I got the one that goes from 20 inches to 33, I think. Is it 33 inches? That's in the truck right now because I'm using that for work, and I'm not bringing it inside because that is just another tool that needs to be taken care of. And so for now, I'm leaving this here for now. I don't want to keep this in the truck because it's really bulky. I need to figure something else out because this stuff's heavy, guys. This is really heavy. Even like, because I have a hill outside, getting this up that hill, dude, I was like struggling because this thing's heavy. I might just do one box at a time. Like just use the rolling box and put one box at a time, roll it up the hill, get it into the truck, and then come back with the next size box. Because even these boxes are super heavy. Like that's one thing I gotta say about the mod box. Mod boxes are a lot heavier than the pack out and the trade stack. Jimmy, I don't see no gear wrench truck. I don't think I've ever seen one. I've seen like independent dealers use. What's this? I have a drop Phillips slotted head. Oh, that's an S2 steel slotted. Just found this on the floor. Well, yeah, I've only ever seen gear wrench on independent trucks. I've never seen them on a regular tool truck, or have their own truck. Like I said, I've only ever seen that style. And the other place I see gear wrenches at like Home Depot and stuff, like Tractor Supply. I never seen a gear wrench on by itself on a truck. Mike says strap a Harbor Freight moving dolly to it. I do have one. I have the Costco brand from Harbor Freight that I bought at Harbor Freight a few years ago. Quite a few years ago now. Right here. This one. But I just found out today that there is a Modbox cart that you can double stack side to side, and it's $115 on Amazon. So I might go that way. I've seen an SP4 tool truck a few times passing my home recently. You need to get on those tool trucks, Retros. Tagged you on Discord using Cornwell. All right, perfect. I want to see that. I'm kind of excited. But I gotta say, so far so good. My Mac Tools and Snap-on Tools guy has been flawless. My experience with them. Now, granted, they're not the end-all, be-all of tools because I love Harbor Freight. I'm not going to get rid of going to Harbor Freight for the tool trucks. I think there's a happy medium where I got a lot of love for a lot of brands. I got love for Harbor Freight tools, even Pittsburgh. I love Hyper Tough, guys. You guys know, a lot of you guys know, my truck loadout is going to be budget brands, budget. And one of the main dominators of my my truck loadout, power tool wise, is Hyper Tough and some hand tools. Actually, a lot of hand tools, or Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's a whole gear wrench logo on the truck. Yeah, I've never seen one by itself. I've seen them on the trucks before, but never seen them by itself. That's a rarity, at least in my neck of the woods. Never seen anything else like that. We're already an hour in, guys. This has been a pretty good live stream. A lot of new tools to show you guys. What else did I buy? Oh, this is new, guys. I bought this. Just got this in yesterday. I wanted this. I want to get the other version. Ready? The Vera ratchet, 1/4-inch ratchet. Right, with the 5 locking positions. Yeah, I never seen that either. Oops, wrong way. So it's got like 5 locking positions. It says like, if Harbor Freight doesn't get high leverage pliers by November, I'm gonna get the Snap-on ones. Yeah, I don't blame you, Sizzle. You gotta get what works for you. Look at that. It even locks like on this level, but you can't really use it. So the reason why I got this was first of all, I wanted one of these for a short reason. I made a real long time ago, Clinton a truck. I sent pictures of you guys on my community post or and text messages to the guys that we chat all the time with, of me on the tool truck. Look at this, guys. I bought these on Amazon. These little 1/4-inch socket drives, the 1/4-inch bit drives. Right, check this out. Now I have a bit driver. That ratchet looks pretty to use in automotive. Yeah, well, this is going to be like a overall type of use. This is probably going to be more for my handyman business, not the automotive service part of it, but the like electrical or plumbing or whatever, like clean plumbing. The ratchet looks pretty to use. Let's see. Clint says, and didn't know until Carlos told me that anyone can go a CS Supply house. Yep, we went to CS Supply. We're going to show you more purchases today from CES. So this thing is kind of a pain in the butt to get in. So this is the 1/4-inch, your standard 1/4-inch bit driver. I don't know if it's the adapter or whatnot. This thing's a pain, guys. The other one works better. I gotta find the other one. Hold on, I got this one. Yeah, this one will work. This is from something else. So let's put that one in there instead. All right, so there it is. Ratcheting, and then the way to switch the levers, you got to turn this green knob the other way, and then you got a bit driver. So this is perfect as a bit driver, as a ratchet. This is like a one and done tool. The only thing that sucks is I bought these for on Amazon for like $5, $3, $5. It's a 2-pack. The other one works better. I don't know why this one's like all kind of. I think it's the ball detent. I think it might be a little bit messed up, but it's got this ring on it, and I think that's kind of like what's causing the issue here. Yeah, there's not many locking, man. There's actually a brand on, I don't know what the brand is, on AliExpress and Temu that has one, and it comes in a set. Really nice setup, guys. I got a feeling it's got to be the ring holding thing on this thing. Oh, you know what? I know what's wrong. I put electrical tape on it because I've had experience with these types of bit holders, and what happens is eventually this metal ring part, the ring will like loosen up and kind of cause issues with the ball detent, and the ball detent pops out. Let me try that. Yeah, it was the tape. I had it on too tight, so I'm gonna have to loosen up, put another piece of tape on it, but have it loose so it doesn't like stay stuck. It's magnetic friction fit. It's got a little ball in there. The little ball detent holds it, and it's got like it's got a tiny magnet at the bottom. Wait a minute, is that the magnet, or is that, hold on, or is that from the, nope, that's from the magnet from the ratchet. Never mind. So it's just a ball detent, and the best part, locking. So you can go like this, use it as a screwdriver, use it as a ratchet, screw at an angle right there. Oops, do I have this on lock mode? Yeah. So Vera made a great little option here. I'm liking this. I like this a lot. Love those ratchets. Jimmy says they made a limited edition swivel head ratchet. Yes, I was thinking about, they still have it. It's they have it on sale on a few websites, including Amazon. I was like, it was more money than this one, and I was like, I don't think it's worth it. Like, I'm not big into the blackout edition from Wera. Klein all day. I have blackout edition stuff from Klein. I love the blackout edition Klein stuff. I'm just like, when it comes to Wera, I'm just basic. When just gonna stick to what I like. I'm not gonna pay extra. Mike says, all right, everyone, dinner served. I'm out. I'll get back on the next week. Let me know about tomorrow, Clint. Go with a Harbor Freight, Michael. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. We're gonna show you. This Wera. I bought this for a reason. So I'm gonna be doing a loadout, a Wera loadout, which the Franken Weras and the ratchet and some sockets and some Wera bits, including the bits from the modular and the Cyclops. Jimmy, I'm gonna get the other version, the Cyclops, the one that's got like a thick head and it's got the 1/4" ratchet with the bit holder inside the 1/4". I'm getting those. But I wanted to get this version first, and it was cheaper. The other one's like $97. Clint says, I got all 3 drives in blackout Wera ratchets. Of course you do, Clint. You're like the king of collecting anyway. You are the king. Beautiful. Would you recommend the Klein 5-in-1 screwdriver? I know everyone is using 11-in-1, but how do you feel about? I don't know if I would get a 5-in-1. I like 11-in-1. You have more options, unless you carry bits with you that will fit that 5-in-1. I'm more on board over. I take Klein 11-in-1s over any 6-in-1 all day, every day. But again, you need versatility. It's all about versatility. Beauty of scent, all the versatility. Just like this. This is versatile. The vessel, spinner handle, screwdriver, and wobble socket holder. I love this thing. Really nice. Really nice to have. How about we got 11-in-1? I got one of those too, but heavy in handle is too. Yes, that's a lot of people don't like the bulkiness of the 11-in-1. I don't have it, but I wouldn't mind having it. I don't think I'd probably use it as much. Like I said, I'm more of a Klein guy when it comes to 11-in-1s. I even have Milwaukee stuff that I like better, but I see no problem with the Wiha. I mean, go for it. Like I said, you gotta love this style. This is just phenomenal. It's got the push button to lock the sockets or the bit holder in there. This is just a great design that they definitely went to town with this little Cyclops. And by the way, if you guys don't know, this is like a spinner. So if you use this like a spinner, check this out. You can use this as a spinner. Bet you didn't know that. So that's another option. Hey, Tools and Tactics. How's it going, buddy? Did you guys see my video on the Wiha strippers last night? We put it up. That thing was pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the Wiha. The Wiha. We got the tools and the tactics. So we bought, this is the original one I bought from AliExpress. This is the one I received yesterday or the day before yesterday. And this is the one it was this one I got yesterday. One of these two. I bought the one to keep as a stock. So this one's modified. This one's not modified. I will keep this one as stock condition. This one's modified. I wanted to buy this because I was interested because I like this so much that I bought this. And it was not a disappointment. This is not a disappointment. The only thing that I see an issue with here is the pivot point. The cutters could have been a little bit longer. They could have put the pivot point, like put the cutters down further to make the pivot point close to the pivot point, because these cut good, but they don't cut like these. These cut way much better because it has the pivot point is so close to the cutter that it's easier to cut the leverage. I had a Tools and Tactics says I had a buddy ship me to 3,000 Avitos for 1,500. That's a deal. I don't want them, but he was trying to get rid of them, so I said, why not? Absolutely. Send some stuff my way. I don't know, forgot my name. What's the largest gauge those strip? This strips the new ones actually have the metric system on one side, and the American US version on the other side with the gauge. So it does from 8 to 18. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The further away you get from your handles, the less relevant. Listen, that's I do like the way you hold your handles. I understand the way what happened. I never have a problem with my hands going up here. I know you have an issue like the way you grip things. I never had an issue with mine. I have smaller hands too, so I never have an issue going like hit my handwriting up and going up to here. I'm more comfortable with my grip like over here when I'm doing electrical. This is the way I strip. But these aren't my main strippers. My main strippers are going to be the Slim Forge by Klein. Again, this is one of my favorites now. This has totally changed the game. On these installation drives. I did end up buying the Knipex Tools and Tactics. They're coming at the end of the month. I got the insulated, non-insulated version. The non-insulated doesn't have the spring mechanism of the Knipex. So I know there's one that does have the spring mechanism, but I didn't buy that one. And I bought the Comfort Grip one with the spring mechanism. Toy hands, it makes me feel better. Absolutely. You want to play with me, Matt? Yeah, it's just because they're, yeah, I totally get it. Like, I know what you're saying, but for me, like, I know their installation, I know, like, the way I grip this, it's not going to ride up. My hand doesn't ride up on it like yours does. You got a bigger hand. The way you use yours, the way you use your strip, I don't have to worry about that. Like I said, smaller hands. This is a smaller, look at this. Look at the grip. This one has like, this is the only thing that's kind of weird, is this is a smaller plier stripper. Look at that, right? But look at the ergonomics on this. It's got a thinner handle, right? More straighter with a little bow. Very comfortable. This one's kind of like a little bit more bowed out. It's got like this curve. It's still comfortable, but not as comfortable as this. I think this is a better option, but I still like this a lot. You know, especially because it has both sides of the types of wire stripper that you have. Tools and that. No, I mean like the jerking motion you got to do when you actually strip because you can't touch the. Yes. Yep. I know exactly what you mean. Yep. Okay. So when you're over here, I do that with stamped steel because I do have some really crappy wire strippers, and because these strip good, I don't have to worry about, you know, that kind of situation. I do have some crappy ones, and honestly, one of them is the Klein, and you got to choke up on the thing. Yes, oh yeah, definitely. You got to choke up on that to kind of like get that, because it doesn't strip well. It's the cutter itself that I think that's the problem. 1,000-volt pliers need to be easy to strip with one hand and not kind of jerky. Yeah, I don't have that problem with mine. Whether it's my Knipex, my Klein, even my there's Wehas. What other ones do I have? I have Klein insulated. I don't have a problem with it. With stripping, it's some of the stamped steel ones that are kind of pretty bad. Some of my older Kleins, yeah, those are that's the one you got to choke up on, but they're not they're not insulated. They're just a regular handle. They're not an insulated one. All right, so on the new wire strippers, look, by the way, look how skinny these are, by the way. And for reference, let me get the Knipex. Oh, here we go. This is like this is what makes this one valuable. This wire strip, this brand new one. Check that out. You have a legitimate needle nose replacement in a wire stripper that's legitimate. Look how skinny that head is. And then when you compare it to the Wihas, you got definitely a thicker shaft with the installation one versus this. This thing is tiny, right? You have the grooves. It only just a tiny bit of the groove is smooth right up top on both sides. So you can get a grip on this. You can definitely get a grip on this and make your hooks, because you like with the stock version. Let's get the stock Wihas, right? I was using this last night on the video, right? And you're trying to make a hook. I get slippage right here. These are the stock Wihas. Not good in my opinion. Like, I'm keeping these stock, but I'm not a fan. With these new ones, you got just a very minimal amount of smoothness. But you can grab this right here and you can make a nice hook. Right there, perfect. But thanks to you, I have the ones I originally bought, I used on a live stream, and I made a cross hatching. So when you look at these, because here's the stock version. Watch this. Just like you said, it's going to slip, and I totally agree with you. Look at that. It just, you can't, I don't know why they didn't make it cross hatched. I mean, I can understand some things, but like the cross hatching on the Knipex is fantastic. The slim forged. So I went and I did this on a live stream, what, 2 weeks ago, guys, if I can remember correctly. So we modified the cross hatching on this one with the Dremel. Yeah, EU doesn't twist or manipulate it the same way we do. Yeah. So with the tip, we get a good grip and you get a good hook. You can get a good hook out of it. And these will do the same. I would prefer these being crosshatched. I may crosshatch these, but they still get a good grip. So I'm not, as of right now, these are going to stay stock. I may buy a second pair just to do a crosshatching and see how much of a difference that is. But this does grab good. I mean, it does have slippage this way because of the way the grooves are. It doesn't have the crosshatching, where these don't move. You grab the wire and you're just bending the wire. Where these, because of the way the grooves are, it'll bend a little bit. Right now I do have some bite marks from the cross hatching. So let's cut that out. And this will move. So I think cross hatching these would probably be a beneficial thing. I want to keep one stock and one not stock. That's why I was pretty upset at the Knipex version that they called US. They didn't do any US features. Yes, I definitely agree with you. But these actually grab good enough to do your hooks. Pocket SX to EDC. Grab enough hot wires and they cross hatch naturally. Absolutely. Listen, that's the holiness of holiness, man. That's why you gotta use insulated. I keep insulated with me at all times, but I prefer, like I said, these are fantastic. I absolutely love these, especially the crosshatch version. I did this because of Tools and Tactics. He suggested this, and you could feel the teeth, the bite marks from the Dremel. So it's definitely got a good grab. And then what I did too, like on one of the pieces, see the little hole from with the Dremel? That's to get a really good purchase when you're bending wire. Now watch this. This is just a tip. Look at this. I'm only grabbing in between the thing. Look at this tiny, tiny hook. The fact that you can do this with these types of teeth, like a cross hatching style, is fantastic. That's why I like that. That can grab a little piece of copper. Let's go halfway. Halfway. Let's see if we can bend it. Let me see if there you go. About halfway. Right? Let's see if we can get a good bite out of this. All right. I got to squeeze it extra hard though, because I don't want to slip. But we went halfway. There it is. You can see it right there. So I didn't even have to go all the way, and then you have this much of a hook. So that just tells you why you should modify these types of pliers and not allow them to just be smooth, or like this style. Like cross hatching works fantastic. Like we can do that with these Knipex. This is not even halfway, right? You can do the same thing with these Knipex. Fantastic. There you go. Yeah, I was actually wrong about the hooks to go to your nail cutter. Make a hook with the. Listen. I don't see a problem using the screw cutter to make hooks. I mean, I can do it. I don't see a problem with it. It's not the best, but it does it. It depends on the thing. Yeah, screw cutter. Yeah, bend the loop in the screw shear. Yeah, let's try that. Let me get some extra wireage. Let's see. Let's use these, and we're gonna use these. So we'll use this one first. All right. Let me cut these out, strip these out first, so we can get. All right. Now here's the shears. I've never done this before, so this isn't gonna end well. Because this is gonna be a big giant loop. And yeah. Now we're gonna use these smaller. By the way, these are skinnier, so maybe this will give me a better loop. Yeah, it's gonna give me a tighter loop, but just to get the loop out, looks like a friggin' retarded candy cane. Johnny Rocket. It's cool how this channel is dedicated to, dude, Johnny Rocket, always tools for life, man. Tools for life. Dan says, sorry, took a break, installed a light fixture and put it in an 11-foot long butcher block countertop. It's heavy. Yep, that's what this is on the workbench. I got the butcher block top hanging down from these brackets that I bought on Amazon. So I've got the butcher block top at a Lumber Liquidators for $125. I cut it up and I put 3/4 inch dog holes on that. Like the first way you did it, like leave them shut. Yeah. Well, with this one or with this one? The installation, or they're just the regular smaller wire strippers? Yeah, you can't get them out. And if you do it with the shears, Where's my friggin' wire? Let me get some more wire to cut. I'm gonna cut more wire up so we can do more experimentation with the Klein. I'm not the Klein, with the strippers. Yeah. So we put it in here. All right. So let's get out the wireage. Let's get it all out, actually. That way we have... By the way, I'm pulling this thanks to the cross-hatching. If I didn't have that cross-hatching, this would not be happening, guys. Just saying. This would not happen. Because this is cross-hatched. Look, that's what a difference it makes. So this is the loop right here. Right? Let's try it with the wire strippers to see how that works. So there's two different sizes. We'll use the smaller size so it doesn't like travel a lot. I think with this one, you're not going to get as good of a loop. You'll get a better loop with the smaller. This is called M3 and the other one's M4. So let's try it with the M3. It does move around. That's crap. That's a crap loop. Look at that. That's crap because it's so shallow. You have to literally open up the pliers. The strip is this wide so you can get a better purchase on the thing. So that's crap. You have to go like this to get an actual good loop. Because you want this, and this is a waste of time. It really is. Look at this. If you're in the field and you're doing this, you're wasting time, man. Just go boom. This is legit a waste of time. There it is. Ready? And then you have like retarded clip, and then you gotta like cut that out. Who's got time for that, guys? Not me. And then you gotta squeeze. Yeah, that's not ideal, man. That's not ideal. One of the ones you cross-hatch and try it again. Let's go. Cross-hatching 101. All right. I'm not left-handed, but I think it's better on the left-handed side. Let's try that. That's actually not a bad loop. That's not bad. This one, like I said, I think this is the superior one over this one. I gotta say, these are fantastic. I'm glad I got two of these. Like I said, I want to keep one stock, but I want to keep one modified. And I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna use these at all day and every day, I'm keeping these modified in my bag over the stock ones. And the only reason why to use something like this is because you got all the different sizes. But this one cuts better. This one grabs better. Again, we haven't done modification on this one yet. I think once you modify this is going to be 10 times better than what it is now. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. You know, like you can leave the pliers shut on this one. And it's like not bad. Yeah, it's different. But you can't, listen, you can't get the best without the best. And that is my Klein Slim Forged. Oops, that's not my Slim Forged. Where is it? Here it is. These are going to be these are my everyday goes. This is the what I love. This is the perfect set of wire strippers. I'm very comfortable with these, like no problems. Makes a little bit of a bigger of a loop, but you know what? You can still loop. You still look very good. You got the cross hatching. I mean, it's fantastic. This is, my opinion, the best Y strip is out there. You're gonna. This is consistent every day, all day, every day. This is a outstanding superstar Y stripper. I'm just like, I prefer these. I do prefer these. Like you can't go wrong. Even like, let's try a loop with this. I never tried it before with the screw cutter. Let's see what it looks like. That's not good. Not good at all. That's not a good loop. Just use the tips. It could go a little longer. I mean, if you open them up and then twist it, you might get a better loop, but that's not what the good thing about this is. Did you see a cold shrunk my handles? I saw that yesterday. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, man, that's pretty thick. I thought that was crazy. That's a crazy experiment. Dan says exactly what I use putting in my light fixture. I'm a curved handle guy. Yeah, I mean, we got the straights. Where's my straights? Are they in the Klein drawer? Yep. I mean, these are like my backups, the straight handles. You know, I like these straight handles. They're very good. They got the cross hatching. You can make good loops with these. The grab on this is amazing. These feel very good, comfortable in the hands. But this feels better, more comfortable in my hands. I just love the curve. The curve is so natural to my palm. It's like all day, every day. This is my all day, every day go-to. This is like my backup to this. And then I don't bring these on jobs. I don't anything Knipex because it's so expensive. I won't bring to jobs. I bring cheaper tools. I don't like bringing my Snap-on tools to jobs. Hey, Rock Bottom, how's it going, bro? Dan, can't find my WeHas. I set them somewhere. Wanted to put grooves in. Watch both you do it. Ha. Yep. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I'm saying, guys. You have $70 to $90 installation drivers by Knipex, right? Like I said, they're on order right now. I don't have them yet. They're going to be here by the end of August. So I have the Comfort Grip and the insulated grip on order, end of the month. I'm excited to get them. I got a decent deal. They were on sale recently on Amazon, so I just bought them. So I bought them because I want to compare them to my WeHas. These are like $35, $40 on AliExpress. Man, half the friggin' price, or a little bit more than half off than what you would pay for a Knipex. I mean, this does a lot of the same thing. It's got the European metric system on there. Who cares? I can still strip 14 and 12 with this. This is all day, every day. By adding the only flaw, so this is actually an updated design. The original design had a shorter cutter, and I think a lot of people complained, so they actually extended the cutter, and the pivot point is right there where the cutter is. It's just phenomenal. The only flaw of the design was putting the smooth tips. There's your smooth tips. Look how much you lose till you get like grooves, the grooves over there, the grabbing grooves. By adding this cross hatching, you just made this beast mode. Tools Knox says, I called one of the product developers in Chicago and told him, why don't you send me the straights before you release them? I'm not a huge fan of the straights. Yeah. They could put a different shape and make, yeah. I think, honestly, they need to go like this. See how, this is the same kind of problem you have with the WeHas. So these are smaller, but yet they're more bowed out. Look at the difference. They got more of a, like, they bow out more. And these are straighter on the installation. So this is what makes part of what makes them superior over those. But they're still very good. They're still very good. I can handle them. Same thing with these. These are still very good. But I think they're better with like a closer, closer handle. But this is why I like this too, because this is a closer handle. It fits curved. The curved part fits right in the hands where I'm going to engage. That's why I love these. Dan said I paid $40-something off Walmart for my Weha 45589s. Yep, 45489s. Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic price. Tools and Tactics paid $125, man. I wasn't gonna pay that for these. I buy the Knipex version before I even paid $125 for these, because I'm like, holy crap, that's expensive for this. I think that like you could probably afford it. I'm like, damn, that'd be like nickel and diamond. It'd take me a while to get something like that to justify the $125. But for $35, $40 on AliExpress, and these are VDE certified. These are not. These are just 1,000-volt rated, no certifications. So there is that, but these are VDE certified. So you get the certifications. You have the option of a spring mechanism or no spring mechanism. I have two. So like I said, one's going to be stock. One's going to be the crosshatch. This is the one I'll be using all the time when I use it. When I'm not using this. When I feel like changing up things. I like to rotate stock for freshness. So that's what we're going to do. And like I said, I really, really like these, but they're not as comfortable as these or these or these. Yep, Metric. The Klein handles are comfortable to me. Yep, I love the Klein handles. Like these, like I said, they're comfortable, but the ergonomic shape makes them a little bit less. Like I said, they feel kind of like this one because they have like a similar shape to it, except the Klein's a little bit wider. These are actually, these will feel better in the hand because it's a little bit closer, but I mean, and these are thinner. So like I said, it just depends on your fleet. Some people have like massive hands and they'll prefer these over anything. I have small hands. This is my jam right here, guys. This one, this one, this one. You know, these fit. These are very comfortable, extremely comfortable. These are very comfortable. And it has Germany in bold on the handle. Probably not made there. No, they're made in Vietnam. Yeah, the Curiosity got the best of me. Somebody recommended them to me and told me they were amazing. Yeah, I mean, they're amazing. The Weha is absolutely amazing. I mean, I have the insulated Knipex too. I don't really use these. I'm a Klein guy through and through. I use my Klein insulated. Even the wire strippers, I like those a lot better. Because I'm a Klein guy. I'm biased towards Klein. You guys all know that. But I do have my Knip because these don't leave the house. I'm not spending $100, $80, or $90 on a pair of pliers and leave the house. They stay in the house. They work in the house. Same thing with Snap-on. I will not take Snap-on on a trip unless it's one of the cheaper Snap-on. Like I got these. I'm not taking my Snap-on out of the house. If I work on cars or whatever, when I'm doing kind of projects, these Snap-ons stay in the house. I have equivalents to these. I'll take my Icons. I'll take my Work Pros. I might just take this one at the most out the house. But other than this one, these will stay in the house permanently. They're not to be, same thing with these. These will never leave the house. These will never leave the house because I'm not spending $1 million to get something stolen. Jimmy says, Tactics, Carlos did that to me, got me to buy some pliers a couple of days later, tells me if I could have saved my money. Yeah. Tools Tactics says, after I modify my Klein curves to be skinnier, I like them more than the Weha. Yeah. Rock Bottom says, I'm currently working on a plumbing essential tool bag. What do you recommend that covers? I got, actually, you know what? I got my, I'm still building my plumbing tool bag. All right. So, I would say a month ago, we were talking about building a plumbing bag. And I threw out all my plumbing tools because over time they get rusty. And they get severely rusty. Like, I'm talking like, you know, like those old tools that I have over there that I still have to restore and refinish. They're bad. But So I ended up starting to build a new plumbing set. This is going to be my new plumbing toolkit for basics. It's not going to be anything spectacular. It's just the basics. I have to add more to it though. So I got Pittsburgh slip joints because, guys, these aren't good. They're not good. They're decent for what you're going to use them for, but I don't expect these to last because I don't want my good tools to go to crap in water, areas and stuff like that, because that stuff dies, man. That stuff dies to rust. I don't want to deal with that. Buy the cheapest thing you can. This is my recommendation now, because out of my personal experience, I only get like 5 to 7 years out of a kit. So I recommend these Pittsburgh with the comfort grips that really aren't that comfort, but they do have a nice little ergonomic feel to it. So I like that aspect of it. It's a 5-piece set or 4-piece set. These diagonal cutters, pretty good. Just go straight for the belt sander. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. That's funny, Tactics. I was thinking of doing the same to the client. I'm not doing that to my clients, man. I love my clients as is. Only Knipex I have is Cobra ES and the twin grips. They are definitely good quality. Yeah, but I'm not using that for plumbing, man. Absolutely not. Cheap as cheap can get, because you know what? You can always put oil on these, clean them up as best as you can. They're not good. I tried them out. These cut. I'll show you guys. That takes a little bit of effort. They suck, but guess what? For rust, it's fine. I don't care. Then you got linesman's. If you ever need to grab something, this doesn't have cross hatching, but you know what? They're cheap. They came in the same kit. Needle nose, same thing. Cheap. Like I said, this is not for doing the jobs that I do with this. This is for doing the jobs that I don't want to be doing. Cheapest way as possible. You guys can use whatever you guys want. I got if you ever have to hit drywall, these Pittsburgh saws for drywall saw cutters right here. Perfect. Cheap. I got to get more of these styles. I need to get like channel locks, Pittsburgh channel locks. I'm not even going to use my channel locks. I wouldn't even use my friggin' Doyles on plumbing. Let's put it that way. If I can avoid it, I'd rather use Pittsburgh all the way. Here is a Pittsburgh hacksaw. By the way, I do like the green scheme though. It is nice. A set of beaters. Only reason why I'm using a better beater on this is because these were like $5. These are 10. I would not pay $10 for a set of beaters for my plumbing bag, but because these were on sale like a few weeks ago for $5 on was it ITC or Instant Savings? I can't remember. $5 friggin' dollars. So these live here. I do have another set of these that will not ever go in here, and plus they're lifetime warranty. Remember that shitty Geinzern screwdriver that I hate? Because I put that in here to have a cheap ass ball grip in here. Something I don't give a crap about. Although this does have a very nice smooth ratcheting mechanism. I don't like these, but they're part of the plumbing bag. If they rust and die, go to hell. There you go. We got a small hacksaw, Pittsburgh style. I bought these because I got these dirt cheap, but I have a bunch of these, so I can afford to, trash these. Not necessarily use them as a beater, but use them as a basic screwdriver. I love the grip on these, but because I have a whole bunch of these, it was worth me, just throwing this in the bag. Tools and I'll be right back to go. If I don't see you again, have a good stream. Thank you, Tools and Tactics. Have a good one. This also comes with the Pittsburgh hacksaws. Come with a set of blades, 6 blades to be exact. And I bought this cheap ass Pittsburgh ratcheting screwdriver that I hate. Look at that. It's like 12 teeth. 8 teeth, whatever it is, 12 tooth. Look at this. Look at that old style design. This is basically what I had with my last plumbing bag. It was a screwdriver with a black handle. It had this style of thing, right? Howdy, live to survive. A sad dope, Quinn. Yep. All Harbor Freight tools for plumbing, preferably lifetime warranty ones. They get nasty and train. Exactly. This is what cheap is the king here. Budget. It doesn't have to work right as long as it works. That's all I care about. Works. Look how crap this is. This is not. I mean, it's actually not bad for smoothness wise for a ratchet screwdriver, but I don't like these. So like the last set I had, it was like a black handle. This whole section was rusted. This was part of was really rusted. I had a bit, a 2-inch bit stuck in there. Phillips head. That whole thing was so rusted, guys. It was bad, and that's why I had to get rid of it. And I replaced it with this one and another one. You'll see in a second. But the reason why I bought that one is for the bits. So it comes with these little bits. Look at that, right? Check this out. It comes with these bits. And then this is why I got this, because you know you need these. These come with these metric and SAE sockets, right? But you can use them as a nut driver. So you take your socket. This one has the 1/4-inch adapter socket drive. And you know you need nut setters. There you go, guys. That's your nut setter right there. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Pittsburgh quality. Actually, the sockets are really nice. I might buy another set just for the sockets and the bits to just put to the side and throw this in the garbage. I may do that. And then the cream. This is the best, most highest quality item in this bag, probably. Yeah, sockets are handy because you need them as a nut driver, especially in plumbing and HVAC. You know what I mean? But we're not using this for HVAC. We're using this for plumbing. Ready? This is actually a really, really, I was actually shocked. I've never owned one of these before. This Pittsburgh ratcheting screwdriver actually impressed me. Because you know, when you think of the Pittsburgh line, there's actually some very, very good Pittsburgh tools. Very good Pittsburgh tools, especially in the automotive section. And some hand tools. I was not expecting these to be as nice. Here's the smoothness. Right? This is actually impressive. I like this. So I'm going to use this more till I beat the crap out of this. But you can use this as the nut driver too. See? It's all about options, guys. Options. So you have like a longer head with this one, so you can get into more recessed areas. This one, I gotta say, this is pretty darn good. If you're gonna buy a ratchet screwdriver between these two, buy this one. If you're gonna buy this one, just for the accessories. Just for the accessories. Don't buy. This goes in the garbage, guys. I buy those for the accessories. I like this. This was very impressive. I cannot believe how nice this is. This is smooth. This is a really good, and the grip, they got the little rubbery like grip things on with the. This is like a plasticky rubbery thing. So this feels really nice. This is very nice in the hands. This is hard plastic, the gray and the yellow, and the gray over here. Everything else has like a rubbery feel to it. Very cushiony. And it comes with all these nut drivers in 3-inch bits. Now the 3-inch bits are CRV, so chrome vanadium. They're not S2 steel bits. So don't expect them to be the best quality, you know, but again, this is not a best quality type of tool set. This is a plumbing tool set. And if it gets wet and rusty, get another one. These are all lifetime. And plus, look at this kit. Look what you're getting, guys. This is a really, very nice kit. You're getting a lot. And I like the case. It's got a little belt strap if you want to use it as a belt strap. And it's like a little silicone patch with the lifetime warranty. I love this. Guys, this is actually for Pittsburgh. This is actually, I'm going to tell you, this is one of I would say a really top buy for their hand tools. This is nice. I cannot believe how good this is. I mean, it's not perfect. It's Pittsburgh, but for Pittsburgh, this is nice, guys. This isn't. But again, this is a trash set. This is the set that you're gonna trash. You know what I mean? I'm not having good tools go to waste on plumbing. That's the way I've always felt. That's the way I'm going to continue to do it, always and forever, because I don't want to be spending the do-re-mi on something that's not worth it. And so far, that is my plumbing loadout. This is my plumbing loadout, guys. I'm building it out. I have to get more cheap channel locks. Even if I get like Hyper Tough ones, I'm good with those too. I'll buy some cheap Hyper Tough ones and get those going. And then I use the Voyager bag because I'm probably gonna put enough weight on this. I think this is the 15-inch. Yeah, this has got to be the 15-inch. Yeah, it's a 15-inch bag. Because the 12-inch is not going to fit the hacksaws. So I need to fit the hacksaws in here. So that I had to buy, like, look at this big sucker. This doesn't fit in the 12-inch. It fits end to end. So that's like 15 inches. So that's why you need to get the bigger one. That's what I recommend. This is, I mean, there's plumbing people that will use Knipex. They'll use all that. The regular guys, I don't blame them for using them because that's their job every day. I'm not a plumber every day. I'm a plumber on the days I get called for plumbing work. You know what I mean? But I definitely need more cheap channel locks, whether it's Hyper Tough or Pittsburgh Hyper Freight, anything cheap. As cheap as I can get these are going to be in the bag. I need to get more so I can do like double, one in one hand using the other when I'm like trying to unscrew pipes or whatever. I might even get like a bigger set. If there's a bigger set, we'll throw it in there. But I do not recommend, just my personal opinion, expensive tools. I do not recommend expensive tools in your plumbing bag but these tools work. They work. I'm happy with them for what they will be, for what they are. Even like I said, this is the trashiest ball grip screwdriver I've ever had. It does have a smooth ratcheting mechanism. This is the horrible part of it because it doesn't. It's so wobbly. It's like whatever. We have so much better than this. But you know what? I like ball grips so much that I'll use one of those bits and I'll use this trashy one. And if it gets destroyed, I ain't crying over it. But if it was my Klein's or my Annex or one of those, yeah, I'd be crying. I feel that. Yeah, so I don't throw away anything away. I throw away anything that's like not used, like my ratcheting screwdriver that I use for plumbing, and I used that for like a good 7 years. Was absolutely screwed up, and there was no way to restore it. Like everything was just starting to disintegrate. The metal was getting thinner. It was like whatever, trash. Lift to Survive. I have the Snap-on T-handle ratcheting, but only because I got it on Marketplace cheap. Love it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Snap-on stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've cleaned up tools with the wire wheel. Yep. I use the Dremel a lot too for that. I actually have a Dremel with the wire wheel, a Hyper Tough one, just for that. Just for that. It's already ready to go with the clean tools. That's how freaking crazy and insane I get. For sure, I got a big box of miscellaneous tools for $20 and it wasn't perfect. 5 points low. Do you have a carpenter loadout? No, but if you were here at the beginning, you would see what I have. What was a vessel? A vessel screwdriver is a ball grip screwdriver. I'm looking all the time. This is a vessel screwdriver. They invented the ball grip screwdrivers. Basically, this is a vessel. Let me flip the camera. These are vessel screwdrivers. So this is a 36 tooth bit ratchet that turns into a stubby. Hold on. That's a stubby screw. Not all of them turn into stubbies, but Here's another. This is a full tank through vessel screwdriver. It's the grip. So it's got like these detents to put your thumb in, and you can really get good purchase. This is for hitting like a beater. This is the Annex, another great ratcheting screwdriver. Probably the second best ratcheting screwdriver of all time, behind the Klein. My opinion, some people think this is the best. I think the Klein's the best, but this is a preference thing. If you prefer this uses a detent here too. Perfect. These are excellent. And these are made in Japan too. Those are all made in Japan. Japanese ball grips. Perfect. They even have insulated. This is insulated for electrical work. Best screwdrivers on the market. All right, now a carpenter loadout. 5 points low. I do a lot of carpentry, but these last couple of years has been less carpentry because I've been called more for a electrical and automotive, because I do automotive too. I have a handyman business. So this is my electrical loadout, which is I normally use. I got my Crescent. This is all new. This is I recently purchased this. I normally use this one, the Hyper Tough. So this is going to be used again. This is I use this a lot, the Hyper Tough one, and this is going to go in my truck for my truck loadout because I love this. My daughter got me this for Christmas, and it's been used and abused. I love this thing, but this thing's a little bit more heavy duty. But this is going to be used when heavy duty is involved. So 5 points low. I'm right now working on a deck. Okay, this is my loadout, but I have to build the loadout. Like with the electrical loadout and plumbing loadout, it's kind of like self-explanatory. They're small, but when you do carpentry, you got to bring big tools. All right. So 5 points loadout. So this is my recent, because I'm building a deck. There's a miter saw. I have the 7.5-inch miter saw of my Milwaukee that I use a lot for travel. Here's my Milwaukee batteries. Some of Milwaukee batteries, M12, M18. Right. Jigsaw blades. I got to build a loadout for a reason, because it requires a lot of tools, big tools, and it gets heavy. This is very, very, very heavy. I got wait a minute, what was it? That's the batteries. I got magnetic pickup tool, safety glasses, gloves, ear protection, end nippers, my Work Pro Talon grips. I have this 12-volt, 6 amp hour battery, 3/8 sockets, 1/4-inch sockets by Makita. I got a meme toolkit from Cobalt. There's my 1/4-inch sockets, markers, nail sets, scraper. So this is all part of my, depending on the job that I'm doing too. I got 25 and 16-foot tape measures. I got some screws back there. Lights from Quinn. Klein flush trim cutters. Probably the best utility knife on the market today. Another Hyper Tough battery. My little Klein clip-on speaker for music and phone calls. Milwaukee pencil, right angle adapter. Work Pro torpedo, little torpedo level, extra pencil things. My purple Mac Tools pry bar. My utility knife by Hyper Tough. I brought this because I wanted a smaller set. These are Snap-on. So I have a 6-piece set of Snap-on files, because you never know when you need a file. So this is my Snap-on files that I like to bring. This is a Cobalt demolition chisel. It comes in a 3-pack, so you got 3 different sizes. 1 inch. This is a 3/4 inch, and this is the 1 1/4 inch. And then Doyle little needle nose pliers. Dan, what cart? The Hyper Tough cart? Yep, the Hart Metal folding saw horses were down to 15. Nice. All right, so, did we go through this straw? Oh, we did not go through this straw. Back, guys. Am I good? Did Carlos forget to brush the wear out bits? Yeah. Refresh. Okay, we refreshed. I'll be back. Got to work some more. Oh, good. I'm back. Okay, good. So we got the Doyle stuff. These are one of my favorite diagonal cutters because it's got that angle head. You get really good leverage. This Doyle stuff, if you guys don't have the Klein ones, these are fantastic. I know Knipex makes one too, but I'm not a big fan of Knipex cutters. Not unless it's the Twin Force. I got locking plier vice grips, Bremen. Again, there's my beaters. I keep this for hand tools. Now you guys want to see the big tools. This is my big tools. So I got clamps in there, hammers. That's my M18 Impact, my M12. What's in here? Yep, I got my Doyle 4-pound sledge with the wedge. My the little envelope thing, the little pouch. That's for my multi-tool blades. I got, what's that down there? My big square. My bigger Milwaukee square. Hey, Clint. Can you show what's so good about the multi-tool? Looks like a Swiss Army knife. I think it was a Hyperline tool. It's in the Klein stackable. Oh, the multi-tool blade. You talk about the blade? I didn't bring a router this time because I don't think I need a router, but did I bring them? The Milwaukee's either on the bottom shelf or in this one. It's in one of these. Let me get the clamps out. Gotta get these clamps out because they're in the way. I brought these two, so if I need to add to the section up there, that's my blades. My dead blow hammer. I got my Klein 18 ounce. I love this hammer, guys. This is a really nice hammer. Very nice hammer. I like this a lot. I've been using that a lot lately. I got my Hyper Tough pry bar. One of my Hyper Tough pry bars. Here's my, I still haven't found the battery. I put that in there hoping I'd find a battery, but I still haven't found the battery for this. I don't know what the hell I did with it, but it's got to be somewhere. That's the auto hammer. Here's another clamp. The Milwaukee M12 planer. This thing's very bulky, but it's very good. It's minimal. I got a. Oh, this is okay. I thought I left this in the car. Well, here's another Hyper Tough pry bar, a little pry bar. I thought I put this in the car. The brand new for me that I just bought these this week is the demo, the Quinn demo pry bar, and then you have the expandable one here. Let me try to get all this stuff back in hand to this. I don't want to do it later. Let's put that one there. We got to get all these clamps. So yeah, this is the stuff I'm using to work on a deck. For now. Yeah, pipeline. Yeah, pipeline is actually going on right now, this instant. I saw what's his face, Easy Tech Joe has his on live right now. They've already started pipeline. I'm gonna be doing some videos on pipeline in the next few days when we find out more information. Holy crap! This is a. Look at that. It's got like a little bit of wave to it. I think it's from the heat from the car, from being in my truck. I don't know. Potentially. Let me flip that. for this. Come on. This is what I'm worried about, not being able to open this up. All right. And then second to last but not least, I have my one-handed reset by Craftsman. 2 batteries, 2 rigid batteries, my recip saw blades, hole saw kit. I took it out of my small hole saw kit. So I have I couldn't fit this. I wanted to keep it, everything's minimal. So it goes to this kit, this Milwaukee kit, but I wanted to keep it minimal, so I just put it in one of the slots over here. And then last but not least, the big drawer. I got my M18 sander, the Rigid Nuke. This thing's a beast. A Milwaukee battery charger, and my 6.5-inch circ saw, my jigsaw, and then underneath that is my multi-tool from Milwaukee. So you can use that as a little sander, get into wood, sink it into wood, the blade into wood, whatever. And that is my loadout for carpentry, because carpentry requires big tools. There's no such thing as making like you leave it in your vehicle type of thing. Like when you think about it, people, like each trade is different. Like when I do my electrical trade stuff, I just use these small bags. That's it. You know, I use my CBLD, my Vito, and my Klein tool runner. They're fantastic. I got my Vito backpack. And then this is my little pouch with all different kinds of screws, wire nuts, everything for electrical. Plates, receptacles, everything's in here. Zip ties, I keep all that in here. And I take that with me. It's in a little Voyager Harbor Freight bag, because I don't need anything special. You know, I create light loads. With the plumbing bag, again, only need what's necessary. This is so far the plumbing loadout. I'm going to add a few more tools to this, and that's just going to be it. I don't plan on going balls to the wall with that, because I don't get too many plumbing calls, but if I did, you know, maybe we'll change things up a little bit. But overall, that's why I have different loadouts when it comes to electrical and plumbing. But carpentry really is labor intensive. There's a lot to it. I like to keep I put my carpentry tools away back on the shelves because they take up a lot of space. I don't want to be when I use carpentry, you got to have a rolling storage system, like the pack out, the tray stack, the Klein mod box, the Tough Built stack pack deck, the Flex stack pack. Anything that is big, that requires big jobs, you're gonna need a mobile storage solution. And that's why right now I'm loving the mod box, so we're using mod box. But because plumbing and electrical, and even some HVAC, not all of HVAC, but some HVAC is all small stuff, small loadouts. I can afford to have a small, and here's my budget loadout too. A lot of you guys know about this, but for the new people, I have a budget loadout. This is my TPXXL Mellow Tough copy, and this is all like Work Pro, Cobalt tools, Quinn tools, Lennox beaters, because I like the blue. Yeah, Dan, anything that you guys have, whether it's even the DeWalt Tough System 2.0, which I listen, I don't like that, but if it works for somebody, then by golly, go for it. Do whatever you guys have to do, because I'm at the point where, like, if anything that requires a big job like that, you need something like that. You need a mobile storage solution to get you going. I couldn't do the jobs I do without the mod box, the pack out, or the trade stack. I can't, literally can't. Like, it would take a crap ton of bags, and when you guys know that, like, circular saws are heavy. When you add sanders and drills and impact wrenches, all that crap, it adds up. I mean, that thing is heavy, man. That thing is heavy. I love my Vito bags, Ryan Stern. I love my Vito bags, but it's not for carpentry. I don't think that they make a carpentry option for Vito. I like my big stacks of mobile storage for carpentry. But when I'm doing, like I said, when I'm doing my electrical work, plumbing work, I can get away with small bags, HVAC work. Ona says, I got a little computer job coming up. SPMC will be enough. Exactly. You got to pack for the job. And when it comes to packing for the job, that's packing for the job. That's packing for the job. This is packing for another job. Like, that's definitely a carpenter's loadout right there. Right there. That whole thing. Even the pack out vac. This is packing for a job. Big ass job. As well as the Milwaukee. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. There's my Milwaukee rolling bottom with the pull-out drawer. And then this is packed for a different job. So this is my electrical, my main, like, for good areas, electrical loadout. My bad areas will be that fake Mellow Tough. So if I'm going in a really ghetto-y place, that's going with me. If I'm going to a better neighborhood, that's going with me. Rob Bottom says, do you do any welding jobs, and do you have any welding equipment? Absolutely don't have. I don't know how to weld, Rock Bottom. I want to learn. I've been saying this for a long time now. To a lot of the people that have been on the live stream since day one or know me, I have said I want to learn how to weld. That's the one skill I don't have, and I want to do it. Like, I might just get a welder, one of those cheap welders at Harbor Freight, and just the Bremen one. Is it Bremen? No, not Bremen. No. Bender, I don't remember that, and just start learning. I need to start off at 120 volt, and maybe eventually go up to the 240 volts. I want to get one of the Vulcan ones, but I'm not ready for that yet. I want to learn on a cheap welder and just learn how to just do minimal stuff, because I want to learn. Like, that's something that is an important skill set, I think. The Dan says SPMC is nice. I have a tool runner as well. Some Tough Belt pouch. Yeah, I have the Tough Belt, one of the Tough Belt electrical pouches. Man, that is awesome. I love that. But yeah, Rock Bottom, I don't know. I want to learn. I want to get a welder's mask. I want to go balls to the wall eventually. But that's a skill I have not learned. I might even go to school for it. I don't know if I have time. It just depends. Or I might just learn by myself and just watch YouTube videos. Because I don't know. I want to learn because I do a lot of automotive work. And you can get away with a lot by having a portable welder and knowledge. Welding knowledge, when you have to weld like exhaust pipe together and stuff like that. That's basically what I want to do with a small welder. Get that one. It's Burger. That's it. Burger. The brand at Harbor Freight, the new one. Burger. And some Mellow Tough bags are nice. Yeah, I got to say, Mellow Tough is phenomenal. I got to say, they make a great product. But I definitely want to get into welding. That's, like I said, you can do so much. Because I know how to do a lot of trades. That's the one part of the trade that I don't know how to do. I'm dying to learn. Jimmy should teach me. Hey, Carlos. There he is anyway. Hey, Carlos, I'm going to head out. Some really nice pickups. Take care, you guys. Hey, Jimmy, one day you got to teach me how to weld. Other than that, have yourselves a good night. Get some shut-eye. It's already 10 o'clock here. All right. So I mean, I want to learn, guys. I mean, Rock Bottom, do you know how to weld? I definitely don't know. Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, well, I'm going to be wearing a face mask anyway. Good night, Jimmy. It's frustrating because that's, like I said, that's a skill that I think is important. Very important, actually. Like, I know how to use my angle grinder. I know how to grind. I know how to, cut with it, metal. And then, that's one part of aspect to welding. At least I know I have that down. Getting your cuts right. But getting the welds in, learning, and doing that kind of stuff, that's an important, I think it's a very important skill, especially if you do automotive. I want to learn, guys. It's on my to-do list. I gotta find a way to go to classes or do whatever it takes to get something done. It's basically what I'm going after. I got to get it done because I think it's important. And I mean, a lot of you guys may think so too. it's very nice. It's another little tool in your toolbox, especially if you can get it. If you can get yourself started, you know, get a burger. I'm gonna try to get that burger welder, and maybe just teach myself. I mean, a lot of things I've learned by myself. A lot of the trades, and by doing that, you're one step ahead of the game. That's just, I think it's a very good skill, especially like for automotive. You know, I'm all on board with that. Because I do, like I said, I do plenty, but for now I'm limited because again, that's the one weakness in my skill set that is severely lacking. I don't even have a welder, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the gloves, the helmet, even like the apron stuff. Probably, I don't know. But I want to do all that jazz so I can get, and I try to get as proficient as possible. I'm probably never gonna be perfect because I'm already a late bloomer in life when it comes to welding. You know, I'm gonna learn and go from there. But I definitely, but like when it comes to plumbing, electrical, carpentry, all that stuff, man, I am ready to go. I'm roaring. I already know what I got to do. Love my trades, the stuff that I can do. You know, it's just nice. It's very nice. It's a very nice thing to learn a lot of trades, because the more you guys learn, the more skill sets you have, the more valuable you are to somebody or a company, or just your own company, your own self. If you have your own business, there's a lot of things you can do to help yourself. And learning all the trades as much as you can is significantly awesome. Let me get into the see the live stream here. Hey, Someway. Yep. Listen, you should know me by now. I'm always going to be here. You missed out on a lot of good stuff we showed today. I went to Harbor Freight today. Got a bunch more stuff from the freight. I'm going to post that up. 5 points. Probably carpentry, electrical. It's kind of like a toss-up between carpentry and electrical. I would say carpentry. Woodworking, carpentry, because I do build stuff. I've made furniture before. I like woodworking, but this year I haven't had the motivation to do much woodworking, to be honest with you. But I do carpentry. I think carpentry probably be my most proficient, followed by electrical. Rock Bottom said, I learned the basics on welding. That's enough. Good money, but I don't like welding on my back or on a hot day. Terrible. My respects for them guys. Absolutely. That's what. But I think. Personally, I might have to weld on my back if I learn, because like when you're fixing exhaust systems, you're gonna have to get on your back to get the exhaust pipe together. I mean, that's neither here nor there, but yeah. So my skills are basically like, and plumbing's up there too. But I would say plumbing number 3, or probably almost equal to electrical. But electrical is one of my favorite. My favorite to work with is electrical. I like it more than carpentry and plumbing. Like I said, I got a love-hate relationship with plumbing. I like to do clean plumbing jobs. By clean means as long as it doesn't deal with sewage. If it's sewage involved, heavy sewage involved, I say go hire somebody else. This ain't the guy for you. I'm not doing that. I refuse. I will not do sewage. If you want me to change out a toilet, yeah, I'll do that. And you got to deal with the wax ring, I'll do that. That's why we have that's another reason why we have that crappy, really messed up, loaded out Pittsburgh and whatever cheap brands you can get for plumbing tools, because you might have to touch crap with pliers. And now, you know what I can do with the crappy plier that's touch crap, and I'm not going to wash them? Garbage. In the garbage. Yeah, that's I just refuse to work with dirty plumbing unless it's like at the most changing out a toilet and a wax ring. Yeah, God, Arnold. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, man. Trash tools, man. That's why you have to have. Listen, I recommend everybody owning a bag of trash tools, because you never know when you have to deal with crap, and literally crap, literally poop You want poop on your pliers and you're going to put those back in the bag or you're going to touch that stuff? Hell no. Make sure you bring plenty of latex gloves too. Frig that. I won't let none of my friggin' good Klein, Knipex, none of those tools, not even my Cobalt tools. I won't even let that touch. I think poop is way too low for my Cobalt. Yeah, thank you, Arnold. Yes, that's justified. I totally agree. I do the same thing. You wear latex gloves even when touching drain snakes because you never know what's in there. Like I get these nasty hairballs because I got all females in the house besides me, and they got like fucking, I don't mind hairballs. You know, I gotta wear gloves, and that's one reason why that tool bag exists, that plumbing tool bag, because I used to take some of those tools like screwdrivers, flatheads, and sometimes like help scoop out those nasty friggin' gunky hair clogs. Oh my god, dude, it's friggin' awesome. Somebody says my grandfather claimed that the final for his well certification was a welding 1/4-inch plate piece on the edge of a steel drum lid on his back. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Arnold says, don't mind hairballs, but you got cousin IT living in the drain. Yeah. Well, the thing with the hairballs is you got pubes in there, man. Pubes. Plus, pulling a mouthful of hair out of a drain is worse than poop. Nah, you know what? I actually have. Listen, Onus, I have like a stigma against poop. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I'm a germaphobe too. That's probably why we're a lot of I have OCD, number one, diagnosed OCD, and part of my OCD is germaphobe, and I gotta wash my hands constantly. I'm constantly washing my hands, especially on things I touch. And being, doing trade work is not clean. My hands are always dirty. I have 2 big giant containers of that orange hand cleaner with the pumice on it, the Gojo ones, and then I have a small bottle. And then I have Tubbo towel. This is why I clean my tools, guys, too. It's the OCD. Like, I love having clean tools. I make sure any tool that I dirty gets clean because I don't want it to be nasty, greasy, whatever. And I gotta do those old tools my dad gave me from his friend that retired. I gotta work on those like ASAP because I want to start using some of those things. Are really nice tools, but they gotta be, some of them are gotta be 100 years old. But I don't, for some reason, I don't mind hairballs. Even if it's got pubes stuck in it, I can live with that as long as I don't touch it with my bare hands. I gotta have the gloves on. The latex gloves stay on at all times. Same thing when I'm doing a toilet in a wax frame. The gloves stay on. And I'm sticking to that because hell no. But if I'm doing like sinks, I like doing sinks, faucets. I mean, even like P-traps. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind. The only tool I won't clean is my S-Wing framing hammer. I want it beat the fuck up when my son inherited. Yeah. Let me tell you, you can't go wrong. Like I clean the handles. If the heads on it get dirty and muddy, then I clean it. But there's not much to clean on a hammer on the head. It's the handles that get dirty, and that's what I clean. Like I scrub the crap out of them. I use a wire brush, if it requires it. Otherwise, I just use Tubbo towels or Gojo towels. Highly recommend Tubbo towels. Gojo is even slightly better than this. Slightly better. Very good. But these are fantastic. Always keep them in your shop, and you can clean your hands out too. They're very good hand cleaning towels. I'll say that. Yeah, my son-in-law is going to inherit a lot of my tools. My daughters, whatever it is, they're gonna have tools in great shape. That's just me. That's because of the OCD, But like I say, I do love tools. I love collecting tools. There's no way I can use every single tool in my life that I have. Like, for example, my screwdrivers collection. I have a whole drawer full just dedicated to Japanese ball grips. Then I have another drawer of a mixed variety of high-end screwdrivers with Craftsman. And then I have another drawer over there that has my Harbor Freight Hyper Tough screwdrivers. Then I have my Cobalt and Quinn sets of screwdrivers. Then I have my Snap-on screwdrivers, Mac tool. I got it's so many, too many to count. Joey, how's it going? My whole being smells like super slick stuff Houdini. It's my cologne. Yeah, dude, that stuff's good. I gotta get that. I gotta go to Ace and find that. Arnold said, like, I don't even want to mess with NiCad tools anymore. I don't even bother anymore, Arnold. I like what I like, and it's gonna be all lithium ion, like lithium, hyper tough right here. But I do like hand tools a lot. I do have an insane collection of hand tools, but I have been buying more power tools lately. My latest purchase that you guys, I don't know if I showed you guys last week. My latest purchase of power tool has been, because I like to bring compactness, I brought the brand new M12 SDS rotary hammer drill. It's got the hammering function, which is phenomenal. It's SDS Plus. I am going to love this thing. I just got to get, I have bits for it, but they're my old bits. I want to get like a fresh set of bits for this thing. I'm going to put a high output battery or 6 amp hour battery on these. This is what it's going to be for. And I got like some projects I got to do into concrete work. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to love this thing. I'm very happy with this one. That drill is great. I have the old one too, but yeah, this one's much better. I didn't get the old one for the reason that it doesn't have the hammering feature, the chiseling hammering feature. I never bought that one. I have the M18 and M18 1 and 9/16 one from the first gen that I still use here and there when needed. I have a Craftsman V20 D handle styled rotary hammer that I use here and there, and now I have this one. And this one is going to probably be my main go-to because of the weight, size, compactness. This thing is going to do most of everything I need to do. If I need to bring bigger, then I'll bring the M18 or the Craftsman. Depends on what how much power I need. The Milwaukee one is the most powerful one I own. It is what it is. The hook on that one is a big deal for me. I'm using it on a ladder a lot. Old one didn't have it. Yeah, this is another little great feature right here. And I like how it just sits right there. So yeah, this thing's gonna be badass. Look at I'm a Milwaukee Ninja now. Oh, you know what we got to get crank out? We didn't crank out today, guys. I'm sorry, Jimmy left us, but we got to crank it out. You guys know what I'm talking about. We got to crank out the sword. We didn't do the sword yet. We got to get the sword out. You guys know which one I'm talking about. We got to show it on every live stream. The Sword of Grayskull. Probably the best tool in the shop right here. Because we battled the evil forces with this sword. There we go. We have cranked out the Sword of Grayskull. Clint, going to bed, everyone. Listen, just not commenting. See you all next week. See you next week, Clint. I think you waited for me to crank out the sword, didn't you, Clint? There you go. We got the sword out right before bedtime. It's that type of day again. Yep. See that? I'm sorry for keeping you up, Clint. I should have cranked out the sword earlier. But yeah, so we did get a lot of good tools this past week. No power here. Well, because we have the power here. Later, Clint. I'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. And tomorrow is Thursday. Hopefully I'll be on Joey's live stream. Joey, is your live stream still on for tomorrow? We'll try to get on. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I got some stuff to do, but hopefully I'll make it to the live stream. I do have a lot of work this week. This week has been crazy. Actually, I called out today. I got to call out of work because yesterday was crazy. I mean, I want to talk to you guys about something. So yesterday was a crazy day for me because I did a deck build. I did my 8 hours in my law enforcement job. Then I started my deck build job, and then I had to do a landscaping job after the deck build job. So I did about an hour and a half ish of work doing the deck stuff at my client's house, and then we went to my wife met up with me at my landscaping job here in Massachusetts, and we did that. It was a lot of work, and I still have more work to do at that client's house for landscaping. There's a lot. I didn't know how bad they had it over there, so I got to bring more tools. So after I left their house, which is about a minute down the road at this main intersection, I stopped by and I saw an accident had happened maybe minutes before we got there, and it was a motorcycle that collided with a pickup truck, and the guy on the motorcycle was this 31-year-old dude, and being a first responder, I helped out over there. My wife went to go, because we ordered pizza too, so she went to go get the pizza and go home. She had to cut through the gas station because the intersection was all closed off. We closed it off. There was a lot of bystanders there, myself included. Because I'm not on duty. I work for the state of Rhode Island, not Massachusetts. And although I live in Massachusetts, so we did the best we could help this guy, and the guy was in very bad shape. We tried our best to stabilize him until it took a while for the ambulance to get there and 5 trucks. The police got here somewhat decently quick, but not super quick. But we did our best. This guy was just, it wasn't good. His leg literally was broken. His ankle, so his leg was going like this, like no bones, guys, none. And his motorcycle is absolutely destroyed, absolutely like obliterated. It's one of the craziest scenes I've ever seen. And we're trying to hold him down to stabilize him. He just keeps wanting to get up, and he was wearing a helmet too. But eventually the 5 trucks and the ambulance got there, and they took him away. I ended up like, it really hit me, because you're trying to help this guy, and I want to be honest with you, it was kind of hopeless just to see that guy in the condition. I mean, he was going in and out of consciousness, and we did, we as a collective did our best to try to help him. And I guess he went into cardiac arrest on the ambulance, but they brought him back. But when he went to the hospital, I found out this morning he went to the hospital, they pronounced him dead. He was deceased at the hospital. He was 31 years old. 31 years old, had a whole future life ahead of him. And that was just unfortunate. I mean, I left a little bit after the ambulance came, because my job was done as a first responder. But it's sad to see somebody so young and probably full of life, probably at one time, and it just disappears just like that. And you guys got to be careful, man, on the roads. Like, really be careful, especially with motorcycles, man. I don't know whose fault it was, if it was the truck or if it was him treating it like a crotch rocket. I don't know, guys, but you guys gotta be safe on the road. Like, I've been getting the itch to drive a motorcycle again. I would have to buy one. I drove when I was younger because my dad made me go to get a motorcycle license in my early 20s. And when I got with my wife, my first wife, she pretty much told me, you're never going to ride a motorcycle with me because you're not going to leave me. If something happens to you, you're not going to leave me with the kids. But my kids are now all adults. I don't have to worry about them. But I've been getting the itch lately. And when I see something like this, it gets me like, the itch is already scratched. And I don't want to ever get on a bike again. It's something like this that it takes to get you like from, okay, it's not worth getting a bike now. Because there's a lot of people that are nuts on that drive. And they don't see motorcycles, Motorcycles have low profile, like skinny wise, and your peripheral vision is limited, and anything can happen at any time. So that kind of like put me back off, walk back off on the motorcycle thing. So that scratched the itch. I hope, um, I wish his family, condolences. Uh, just a young guy, man. Just a young guy. I mean, it was quite the experience last night. I mean, it affected me all day thinking about this dude. Um, and I mean, it is what it is. Life happens so fast, I don't know. It just it can come and go just like that, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's it. It definitely affected me, especially now knowing that the guy passed away last night. And so, if you guys do drive motorcycles, man, be safe. Definitely wear your helmets if you can. I know in New Hampshire, you don't have to wear a helmet, but a lot of states you do. Most states you have to. But try to keep yourself safe. Get those like jackets that blow up, so you don't get the road rash. The pants, the knee pads, elbow pads, whatever you can to stay safe. Because I don't want to see none of you guys get hurt. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you guys. Um, it just realization hits you when you get into these experiences. And I've seen a lot of things being in law enforcement throughout the years, and even growing up in the ghetto when I was a kid. So definitely keep yourselves safe. Watch your family's back, watch your own backs, and you know, just enjoy your tools, enjoy your trade work, and whatever you guys do, because I don't want to see nobody get hurt, and I want you guys coming back every week because I got a lot of love for you guys. So that's neither here nor there. I mean, that's the experience we had last night, and I was just so exhausted by the time I went to bed. I cranked out. I was gonna go to work this morning, so I ended up calling out, doing like a hooky day. I slept in. I slept in till almost 10 o'clock a.m. I woke up at like 5:20 this morning. Called my work. Said I'm not coming in, and then I just went back to bed and slept till 10 a.m. But I was able to do a lot of things. I mean, I was able to go to Harbor Freight to get more tools. My Mac Tools truck guy today was what a nice haul today was with the Mac Tools truck guy. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, and then some of the Amazon stuff that came in. I'm very happy with all my PB Swiss stuff that I'm getting now, especially that purple screwdriver. I mean, I love this thing, guys. I love this thing. This thing is really nice. I'm loving this purple screwdriver. Is this CRV? Oh, that's S2 steel. This screwdriver is going to be... I'm going to put this in the rotation. You know what I mean? I'm going to use the 711 ratcheting. Let's try it out. Is it here? Nope. It's in my other bag. Let's go to the other bag and get the 711 ratcheting adapter. Rockbound says, after watching your show, I have 3 work bags, 1 in each car. Works out good for me. Yes, and I think that's a highly recommend, because you never know when you're gonna need stuff. I love mini kits, because mini like go bags, tool bags, little mini tool bags are perfect, because you get yourself into these pinches. Like my truck is the epitome of a walking tool shop, because I got so many tools in there. So let's check this out, guys. There's your 711L. I guess with this type, I think a 1-inch bit would probably work better. So let's put a 1-inch bit. There it is. Because it's more balanced this way. Like if you get the pipe vise, I think that would be better for like a 2-inch bit. But you can make a ratcheting screwdriver with the 711L. I love the 711L. I'm really gonna enjoy this screwdriver because it's the purple. It's not going to be my favorite screwdriver because you guys know I really like my my ball grip screwdrivers, but here is a 2-inch bit. I don't think even that's kind of ridiculous, but I think it's better than, I wouldn't put a 3-inch bit on this because you're only getting this much engagement in the bit holder. So, I mean, that's kind of, but you can do it. But this is much better, more balanced. This is a good size for this screwdriver. That's why we bought this basic set of PB Swiss bits on the Amazonians. Like I'm gonna like this. I think I'm gonna take the Pozidriv bits because I'm gonna put the Vera screwdriver bits because the one thing that sucks is I wish PB Swiss would make 2-inch long square bits, Robertson's bits, and they don't. They just make 1-inch. So here's a Pozidriv, but like I've never used Pozidriv before. At least I don't remember ever having to use Pozidriv. So I'm like I said, I could replace the Pozidriv with the square Vera screws. Here's the number 2 and number 3, and then that'll go there. I wonder if you can actually put a 2-inch bit in this carousel. Let's see if we can do that, because that's kind of curious. I'm kind of curious about that, because you have these 1-inch bits, but can you make a double? Look at that. You can. So you would have to bring this and this. All right, that's really interesting. Does it close? It closes. Okay. All right, I'm liking this. So now, whatever bits I don't bring, like I have on a rail here, I can put over here. Like I can just keep some basic 1-inch bits, or I could put other Torx bits and fill it up that way. And put this like on a different rail and put this to the side. So you can fit a 2-inch bit on a double holder right there. That's pretty good. All right. I think that's what I'm going to do when I get my full set of 2-inch bits for the PB Swiss brand or Vera. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some dedicated Torx bits. We'll throw that in here. And the Vera square bits. And maybe one of these P2R2 bits. And this will be a nice loadout. This is actually, I could see this being a really nice loadout. You know, get those 1-inch bits out, put them on a different rail to the side, and just sport 2-inch bits with this. And the Vera stuff. Make a nice set. Make a nice go of it. You know, I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm not, like I said, I'm more of a ball grip guy, but I can see this working out for me. This is a nice little friggin' purple screwdriver. It feels good in the hand. I do wanna bring the ratchet. Maybe I could bring the ratcheting one also, and do the same thing with the ratcheting. So maybe bring on a job here and there. Maybe I'll bring the ratcheting. The only thing is too, these bit holders on these PB Swiss are kind of shallow. They're kind of on the shallow side. See, it only goes up to the end, but it does fit nice. I think a 3-inch bit would be better on this one. 3.5-inch bit. I like the grip on the ratcheting. This one's a hard grip, plastic grip, but it's very comfortable because it's minimal. You just have the typical type of classic style of grooves. No rubber overmold on this, but I just love the color on this. And not too much wobble, not very bad on this with the 2-inch bit. If you put a longer bit, you're going to get a lot more wobble. So I think this works. This is going to work very well with this setup. Um, yeah, I think that's going to be a good setup. So Vera, this little Bosch P2R pivot makes sense. Um, it ebbs and flows. Rock bottom. I do concrete work, um, when it's called upon. Actually, I gotta say this. I do like working with concrete. I love concrete. I'm very good at it, uh, especially doing patch jobs. Uh, Once again, good money, but tough work. He says I help a buddy to do walkway by hand, no mixer. My respects to them. Yeah, I mean it depends on what the job entails. If it's gonna be a massive, you're gonna need to bring a mixer, if or do it in a big giant wheelbarrow, or you can do concrete work, patchwork in small buckets. It depends. But I do love concrete work. I haven't done it in a couple of years because I haven't gotten called for any concrete work, but I was doing for a while there. I was getting a lot of concrete calls, but I haven't gotten any concrete calls lately in the last couple of years. But I was doing past jobs, stairs, concrete stairs, walls, all kinds of stuff like that. I have all the tools in my shed for that. Um, Luckily they're not getting rusty because I look at them every once in a while to see if they're getting rusty, and then I can sand them off, the rust off with some sandpaper or whatever. But I like concrete work. It is tough, it is hard, but it's I enjoy it because I'm pretty, like I said, I'm really good at it. Um, that's I forget about that job sometimes, like concrete work. But yeah, concrete's friggin' awesome. I get paid a decent amount. I don't gouge people when I do, depending on the job. You know what I mean? I'm not out there to gouge people. I give a reasonable price when I do that. I know um, what it entails, what my body can handle. Uh, the one thing I hate about concrete work is putting the bags in my truck to going like to the store and getting bags of concrete, and then going to the job site and then having to empty out those bags and mix it. I mean, the mixing part's not bad. It's just picking up multiple bag after bag, 60, 80 pound bags of concrete. And then that gets to me at some point. You definitely feel it. You feel it in your joints, my back. I'm getting older, but I still like working with it. So I'm going to continue doing concrete, even though the negatives is moving the bags around. But other than that, I love it. I love the concrete work. I love like how it turns out. Like I said, I'm pretty good at it. Pretty darn good. It's been 2 years, but when the next time I get called upon to do concrete work, I'll happily do it. But I just haven't gotten called for that. Right now it's carpentry and electrical and automotive is one of my most calls I'm getting at right now. And currently working on a deck rebuild for a client. I got a couple electrical jobs coming up and some automotive jobs. And I'm also doing automotive and carpentry here. I haven't had to do any electrical here at home, so at least I don't have to worry about that because everything is on the up and up here because I take care of everything here. But for the most part, just carpentry right now, concentrating on that, and some electrical coming up, and automotive. I got to do oil changes for people. Tomorrow I got to do my wife's oil change. I might film a video on that one. I don't know. Because we got a trip to do on Saturday, a day trip. So there's that. And I want to get the oil change done tomorrow. Filters. I'm gonna check the brakes and tires. Uh, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for now. But yeah, concrete's definitely a strong suit in my repertoire. It's another good one. I forgot about it. You know what it is? I don't do it often enough for the last couple of years, so uh, you forget about some of these things like masonry. I used to do a lot of tile work, guys. I was a crazy tiler. Many years ago. I haven't done tile in ages, but man, I got pretty good at it. Right now I hope it's like riding a bike, and I don't if I do it again. I have my tiling tools too, but uh, it's been a while. I might put a tile backsplash in my kitchen though, so maybe I'll kind of get the rust out of that. It's been a long time since I've done tile, real long time. So that's another thing I'm gonna have to refresh and do myself, do it at some point. And I'm gonna start with my backsplash. You got to see the tiling jobs I used to do. I used to do. I used to build hearts with tile, stove hearts, uh, kitchen kitchen backsplashes, bathrooms. I do tile walls, tile showers from top to bottom with the shower floors. I love doing tile. I like tile work. That's another, like, I'm not afraid of a lot of work. Like I said, the only thing I really got to learn more than anything is welding, because I do not know how to weld and I want to learn so bad. And maybe that's going to come in the future. Who knows? But maybe it's coming. Hopefully. But you never know. Hey, Abiki. How's it going? PB Swiss in the house, Abik. We got the PB Swiss. We got the new PB Swiss here too. Just came in. I like this. I gotta find another small rail like this. Maybe my railers. One of my railer bit holders or my Presta. I like the Prestas. If you guys have Prestas, these are good. The Presta ones, they only hold like 3 or 4 bits, but they're very flexible. They're kind of like the Makita socket holders. They're kind of like that. I like that. That small footprint. So maybe I'll put some of that. Make a little loadout with bits with that. Okay. Yeah, so what else we got going on? I definitely got to get I'm looking at socket rails for now. I want to get new socket rails for my Wera sockets. One of my sockets is on one of those Wera flexible rails, but I need to get another one, and they're kind of a pain in the butt to get. They're kind of pricey too. I'm like, I want to get another Wera one, but I don't know. The cheapest one I found was like $31, and it's for nine sockets. I need one that's gonna hold a little bit more. So I did order an Easy Red that has 13 sockets. So I might switch over to that, because I like these rails from Wera. It's got the Velcro on it. Basically, this is what I'm looking for. 3, 5. This is a 9er. I want to get another one of these 9ers, but I might go with Easy Red, because right now there was a sale on it today. I bought it this morning, and I don't know if it's getting here anytime soon. I don't know when it's going to get here. Whenever it gets here, so I can put the rest of my Wera sockets on it, because I really like the Wera sockets, and they're really nice. Nice quality. I like the satin finish on it with the little knurling on it. It's a really nice socket. They're really nice. They remind me a lot of the Vessel sockets. I mean, have you guys seen the Vessel sockets that come with the eAssist? I mean, it's very, very close. Let's show you guys a comparison between the Vessel Japanese and the Wera sockets. Here it is. Take a look at this, guys. So these are Wera sockets. I think this is my metric. I want to put the SAE in another one. So this is metric. And now here is my Japanese eAssist set. So these come on these little rails. And there's a lot of similarities. They both have that satin finish. This one's metric. They don't make these in SAE, so don't expect an SAE set. If you want to get an SAE set to Maxis, you got to get the Veras. See, they have the knurling in the middle, but these are very nice quality. They're very, very, very good high-end quality, as is the Veras. See, there's a lot of similarities between the two. The Veras are probably going to be, they're about the same size. Very similar quality. I like it. So It's worth the investment. Then you have the 3/8 up here. That's why I recommend Veras. If you have the vessel, any of the vessel e-assist, if you don't buy the sockets, because they can get pricey. These can get pricey too. You can buy these big nuts. What do you mean liberal? You gotta buy the Vera. What do you mean by liberal? Like liberal sockets? What's going on? Big nuts. What's the word, big nuts? Whatever do you mean? I don't know what he means. I don't know. Give me some context, big nuts. Liberal what? Yeah, moving along. I don't know what he means. But yeah, so that's the nature of the trades now. I mean, we try to do it all over here. That's why we have the handyman business, guys. Got to keep doing the handyman stuff. Get into all the trades. We got to learn how to weld, guys. We got to learn how to weld, because that is huge. That's a huge thing for me. Do any of you guys have these? Or do you guys have the pipe vise version? The pipe vise version I like because it's got a shorter shaft and it's more compact. So something like that, like if you put it on a screwdriver, kind of looks a little off-putting. I love this bit holder. They could stand to make this a little shorter. I know why they did it, so they could put double-ended bits. Because the other one doesn't accept double-ended bits, the pipe vise. This one does, and some people have double-ended bits. I mean, I understand this. Maybe they can make a different version, like a smaller version, more compact. So make this version and a compact version. Because like I said, I love this. This to turn any screwdriver, multi-bit driver, into a ratcheting screwdriver is really awesome in my book. I mean, this is fantastic. Oh, the hole. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's to put something in it. Maybe like to hang it on something, or like maybe there's something kind of hole into it. Because the bit holder goes in there. Oh, wait a minute. It's because of the bit holder, I think. Let's see. Because here's the bit holder. Oops. That's the bit holder. Maybe so you can put like the wire on it. The only thing is these things are super expensive. These are like 60 bucks. That's why, like I said, you got the options. You can either use this one or the pipe vise. Like I keep this one in my regular bag at all times because my pipe vise is in my, one of the pipe vices is in my, my main EDC kit, and then the other one is built into this one. So I only bought 2 pipe vices, and I built the pipe vices in my EDC kit, and then the second pipe vise I bought was to create the Frankenwear 2 screwdriver. See how much shorter this is? And it looks better because it's recessed in. This is a nice ball grip screwdriver. Now you have a ratchet screwdriver. And this one's kind of like attached to this Vera ball grip screwdriver. We modified the screwdriver. And I love this modification because this becomes a 72 tooth screwdriver. The first one we did was the Frankenwear 1. The Frankenwear 1 was with the wrap adapter. So here is the Franken Vera 1 with the wrap adapter, because Vera does not make a multi-bit ball grip. Although I did hear there is a ball grip in the office that was made. And I don't know if it had anything to do with my video, because they've seen my video. They've acknowledged it. I don't know if they created it based on my designs. I don't know. But the one that I heard that's in the office at Wera Tools USA is a version of this. I don't know if it looks the same or if it's different or if it was created in the factory. I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys. But this is a Vera bit, wrap adapter, ball grip. This is a very nice screwdriver. I love this screwdriver. And I like this one a lot. I love this one. Ratcheting. The only thing is I wish these ratcheting systems were a little bit more compact. But they're very good. This is as good as the Annex because of the 72 tooth design. This has a little bit of the Annex has a little bit more of a throaty ratcheting mechanism, but it's 72 tooth and it's very smooth. So this one's a little bit quieter, but it's 72 tooth also, but a lot quieter. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy this one. I like this. This is good. We made these on the live stream, so we did this one time on the live stream. We had to learn how to get the fixed shank out. We did get the fixed shank out. This is the original fixed shank. It's got that HCR style of screw bit holder, but we sacrificed it. See the burn marks? We tried to get it out with heat, but it didn't work out. That's all burn marks from the torch. That's what it looks like on inside the screwdriver. It's like this paddle. But I said this is going to be much better because you can use any bit you want now. You can use you can use any bit you want. Change it, put that in your loadout. Or you can go with a bigger screwdriver. I mean, that looks a little bit ridiculous, but it's ratcheting. If you need to get into like a recessed area, this will work. Or if you want to run a, like say a 3/8 wobble adapter, you can put this on with the socket and use it like a nut driver with the wobble. This is a one from Hercules from Harbor Freight. This is a really nice wobble adapter. You just push it down to get it locked in, or you can get it out. I got all the sizes. Got the 1/2 inch, the 1/4 inch. Here's the 1/4 inch. Nice. I like these. I like these sets because you can do whatever you want to do. Like just make it your own. Modifying something is not an evil or inherently bad thing to do with some of your tools. You can actually make them better. Let me see if I have the other one. Is this a DeWalt? I don't even know what brand this is. That's a no-name brand. But yeah, there's a lot of options over here, guys. There's a 1/2 inch. You can make your own. If not, you know, we're going to be doing giveaways, but I'm not going to be making this as a giveaway because this is expensive. Just the ratcheting adapter by itself is going to be $45, $45. But we will be making these, and we will be giving these away out in the future. So if you guys want to be in the giveaway for a future one of these, keep watching the videos. We can spring it up at any time. Because, and this is why I tell you guys this, because we have a brand new Vera flat ball head screwdriver still in the package, and we have the wrap adapter. So this is going to be, once I decide to make this, it's going to be part of a giveaway. So this is what it looks like. So we have to cut this part out what the line is to make this how it is. Brand new. Wait, I just got it the other day from Amazon. I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway on that. So that's a future thing. These are relatively cheap. I get these on Amazon for like 17 bucks. And then the wrap adapter itself is about 17. So $34. And then we'll be doing a giveaway. And by the way, you can use this as kind of like a spinner, because the bit has like a little spinning function. So you can go like this if you need to. Really good. I like the grip on this, because it has this traditional Vera style of grip with the ball grip mixed in. You got a little bit of ergonomics. It's all good. All good over here. All good in the neighborhood. So does anybody have any questions or anything that you guys want to talk about? Yep. Let me know, guys. I'm here for you. Any trade talk, tool talk, we're here for you. We're going to tell you how it is. Anything about any of my loadouts, new tools that we got today, just let me know. This is nice, guys. I can't wait to do a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway since we gave away sockets, and Dan Fisherman won it. Dan the man. Dan's the man. So we're going to be doing a loadout with a Vera loadout with this ratchet screwdriver. We can use this as a bit driver or as a ratchet. We can get those the Vera sockets. That's why I want to get them on a rail, because I can put these in a pouch with these ball grips and the ratcheting screwdriver, plus a little bit of other pliers, because Vera doesn't make pliers, but we can put it with Knipex or a Work Pro. I was thinking about doing what's called the W loadout. Vera, Work Pro, maybe Wiha. Okay? Vera, Work Pro, Wiha, the W's. Where you put maybe Wiha pliers or Work Pro pliers. I think Work Pro would be better. Mix them in with one of these ratchets, put some bits in there, ball grip, and you'll have a Vera loadout. The Tool Check Plus. Onus, I need to get going fairly early in the morning. Until next time. Hey, have a good night, Onus. It's nice having you on the live stream. What else? The Tool Check Plus or the Tool Check Mini Modular. We could do that too. Let me see. I mean, I like the modular because it has the 2-inch bits, but we can always just add the 2-inch bits. I mean, we have the Tool Check Plus and the Tool Check. This is the Imperial version. So this has all the some SAE sizes. This only has like 7 sockets, and then I added the extra ones. 3, 6, 7, 8. So I added an extra one to this with a little clip that I had from another rail. So you can put the Tool Check. I mean, I like this one because it's got the 2-inch bits, and we can just add more bits to the side. I also have I added 2-inch bits to this, and I keep them like in the slot. See, I keep them like laying down sideways, so it gives me more sizes. I did that for a reason. Just got to lift this up because this thing's kind of off again. But you can buy these on Amazon, the bits on Amazon. I want to get the diamond set of bits. That's going to be nice. This thing doesn't want to close right. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I'm tending. I like to lean towards this one over this one because I can always add the sockets on a rail and just throw them in a pouch. I did get the ratcheting screwdriver that can fit into this slot to and it's a little pinch bigger than this one, and I don't know when I'm getting. I think end of August also. So this is going to be replaced with the ratcheting screwdriver. So this modular is freaking awesome, and it's got the little precision bit screwdriver with the precision bits, the little mini ratchet. But I mean, I do love this too. I love my tool check. This is the old tool check, so you don't see the banding on the bits. But this is a very good screwdriver set. It's got the wrap adapter. Actually, is this the same wrap adapter? Yeah, it's the same wrap adapter. So you can actually put this in a screwdriver, but I'm not doing that. And this one has the, let me see. Little mini ratchet that does bits and sockets. Zilmax is getting dark earlier now. You're going to have to gear up for store holiday walkthroughs. Yes, you know that. I've been neglecting store holiday walkthroughs because I don't have time. Like usually, you know, those walkthroughs are like hour to 2 hours long, depending on the what store I'm at. They get pretty long, you know, and I've been neglecting it because I have so much stuff going on. So I make videos instead, like for like new tools and stuff or how-to videos, because I have more access to that than the stores. It's getting really, really, you know, it's busy right now because it's summertime. So I'm definitely like, I'm working hard. I'm working hard on clients' houses. I'm working a lot of overtime at work to pay for my tools and my clients' houses. You know, they help pay for my tools. So I got to keep chugging and plugging along to get. And I know I've been neglecting the walkthroughs. I love the walkthroughs. I know they get good viewership. So I have to start. I got to find a day where I have plenty of time to do like an hour or two and dedicate, and then do another store on a different day. Because if I go crazy on, like, some days I'll go, when I was doing walkthroughs a lot, I would do Lowe's or Home Depot first and then do the other store. And you're looking at least 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours worth of being at the store talking and doing a walkthrough. But yeah, it gets really nutty to do that. Like I have neglected it, but a lot of it has to do with time management and all the amount of work I've been doing. It's been crazy, guys. Like I barely have any time to do any work here, and I know I'm getting the wife pissed off a little bit because I've been telling her I got to do this. Like I still haven't even started the lean-to shed project, and we're already 12 days into August, and I got to get that going. I really do, because I need that storage. I really need the storage, guys. I need to make more storage for the Halloween decorations and some lawn and garden stuff from the shed, and move it to the lean-to shed so I have more room in the regular shed. There's just it's insanity, guys. It just, time is running out with all the work. I mean, last week I worked 88 hours. That's not including my handyman jobs. I worked 88 hours last week. That's insane. But we did it for the good of buying tools. You know, we like buying tools. I know my addiction is real. But we did it because I want to buy tools. Plus, I got bills to pay. You know, I'm a responsible adult. I pay all my bills, and I buy my tools. That's my hobby, and that's why we do. And we have the handyman biz that brings in more money. The YouTube stuff brings in some money, not a lot, but it just adds up. It's really nice. And I'm a workaholic because I love this hobby, but it gets expensive. You guys know that all too well. And 88 hours in a week is no joke. I was lacking sleep. That's probably one reason why I was like so exhausted too. It just added up. and that's why I kind of called out this week today for the first time. I haven't called out to play hooky in a long time, but it is what it is. I have to I need to sleep in. I don't get much sleep as it is. So that's why we have the late night, the usual late night live streams, because we definitely definitely out of it sometimes. Like I don't sleep. Some nights I get 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, and that's it. That's all I get. And then like at work, it hits me. I'm like, I got to drink energy drinks. So I definitely have to improve on my sleep habits for sure. Definitely. And then tomorrow is going to be a busy day. I'm going to do my 8 hours of work at my law enforcement job. Then I got to come home. I got to go to the store and pick up stuff for my wife's oil change. Going to do the oil change. Going to check the brakes, check the tires, put everything on jack stands and stuff like that. I get to try my new purple jack stand, jack now, the Daytona. I bought that, and I showed you guys in the last Harbor Freight haul. I get to use that tomorrow, so thank God for that. We're going to put her car, we're going to rotate her tires too. So we're going to do the flippity floppy. Oh, you know what? I get to use, on half the car, when I do the tire rotation, I'll use the split beam torque wrench. And on the other side, I'll do the digital icon torque wrench. Ooh, there you go. Right off the rip. So I just bought those for the PLS sale. And we get to use them tomorrow. Maybe I should film that. Do you guys want me to film the oil change? That would be kind of cool. That would be cool. We'll do tire rotations with the beam, the icon beam torque wrench beams, and then the digital 1/2 inch. That sounds like a plan. And I'll use my Castleman extended sockets, lug nut sockets. Those are nice. Those extended. I gotta use those. I'm down with that. If you guys are down with that, let me know in the comments. I'm down with it. We don't have a choice because we got the babies. My granddaughter's turning 3 on Saturday. Well, technically her birthday is on Sunday, but we're celebrating on Saturday. And we got to drive 2 hours to get there. And see my little grandchild, who's the most adorable baby ever. And I gotta go pick up a cake on Friday for my granddaughter and buy her presents, because I already know what I'm gonna buy her. She likes toys. I buy her toys all the time. She's funny. She usually asks me to buy toys, but last time I told her, "You want me to buy you a toy?" And she said, "Yeah," but she didn't ask for a toy. And I wanted to buy her more than one toy because the toy that she got was on clearance. It was only $7. And I give her like around a $20 budget. $25 is good. 15, 20. She usually picks something between 15 and 25. But this time she only picked the $7 item. I said, you can get something else. She didn't want anything. So that she's adorable. I'm very happy having my grandchild. And I'm very happy that I'm still kind of youngish. So I can kind of keep up with her for the most part. Kid's got a lot of energy. All right, guys. It's 11:05 right now. I think we're going to call it. Well, this is going to be an early live. No, we're not getting too many more comments. And I think I need to get to bed early tonight because I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Oil change. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to just film it anyway and probably post it up. We'll do the wife's car because we take her car all the time. One stayed up. All right, guys. So we're going to call it tonight early. Not the usual midnight lives, but we're going to call it early, guys. So we're going to see you guys next week. Live stream 7:30 p.m. Hopefully, as long as everything's on the consistent schedule that we're on. We don't miss Wednesdays. We may miss a Wednesday here and there, but we try not to. So if you guys hit the subscribe button, like, share, hype the videos if you can. And good night, everybody. Got a lot of love for all you guys. Thank you for joining the live stream tonight. All right. I'm glad we got to show you some new tools from the shop. And we're going to continue going, doing more videos. All right. Later.